Hold on.
Underneath a post about the situation, Bruno commented, I think we need to leave them alone. Honestly, I think Bruno's comment shows he doesn't want BTS judged by 1 point. But I can also understand why some fans feel mad about it, especially because of Chris Brown's past. It looks like BTS also support him despite what he did, so fans will have to decide whether or not they can still support the group. BTS members faced BTS were at Chris Brown's concert in Canada, and honestly, I can understand why people reacted so strongly online. Things got bigger after Chris shared a photo with RM and J-Hope. Some fans questioned defend them. Some fans expect them to be careful publicly. At the same time, I can see why others defended them. Going to someone's concert doesn't automatically mean you will agree with that person's past.
He's a nerd, bro.
It looks like BTS also supported this.
These kids are nerds, bro. Pass the ball. Pass the ball. Oh my gosh, this kid sucks, bro. Kid's a nerd, bro. He's an A1.
さっさと終わらせよう。さあショータイムだ。
Definitely. Get some Loki. Done playing this game. This game is way too hard, bro. It's just a bunch of nerds, man. Let's play this one. You should come mess with the team. You should come mess with the team. That's red, that's red. That's red, that's red. You should come mess with the team. That's red, that's red. Keep on headset on. We can go Ronaldo. Not even on no speed stuff. It's just I don't know. I don't know that much soccer players. I know some. I mean, I like soccer. Like I don't have elite ball knowledge though. I don't get that game. I do need to get FIFA. That's red. That's red. That's red. That's red. You should come mess with the team. I think I can only afford this FIFA. Not gonna lie. You should come mess with the team. That's red. I don't know if I can afford this. Oh yeah, that's below my pay grade. Maybe it's a free FIFA I could play. Damn, they all cost hella money. I'm gonna just play like a Sims game. Maybe this. Will look kind of fun. I don't even know what my chats are. Let me type my own chat. Hmm. I can't get back there yet. Somebody took it, or did it just despawn? You know, I really don't know. Somebody like? Oh my, thank you. Yo, I gotta chatter. I'm gonna chat with you, bro. Let's go. Let's go. Yo, I gotta chat. I'm gonna chat with you. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? What's up? How you doing? Bro, I gotta follow you back, bro. I gotta subscribe to you, bro. You're a real one. You're a real one. I gotta subscribe, bro. Got to. I got you, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I will try to. You should check out some of my videos, bro. I be trying to keep it going. You know, I'm glad I finally got somebody like I can talk to. I mean, you don't gotta stay that long if you don't want to, but like, you know, it just, I mean, being an actual small streamer, not just like a small streamer that has like 30 viewers, an actual small streamer that has like under 10. It's like, you know, it's a little hard. I mean, but it do help you become better at communicating, I guess. You just gotta be pretty entertaining and hope somebody comes across and like what you got going on. And this is what I'm hoping for right now. I mean, so, I can tell you that I do love making content, but I really do want to be like a actor. That's like my #1 goal. Like, I want to do acting and like content. Like, it's just tough to me, you know? I like it. It's really cool. Level 11? Yo, level 11, bro. How? I wonder what my upgrades are. Radius. I'm just gonna keep this streaming. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that a lot. Like, really, you really don't know how. Hey, yo, bro, did you see that one dude? His name was like Nitro Camden, and he the one dude that like he got hit by his mom. Did you see that? It's kind of blowing up everywhere on TikTok. I actually do kind of. I do feel bad for that dude. 'Cause that's like crazy thing to experience. Not gonna lie. Like he do deserve people that's helping him out. I feel like a lot of people are hating on that, which is kind of weird. But come on, come on, come on, bro, come on, come on, bro, come on, bro, come on, bro. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. But I mean, he low key about to meet some big people though. That's good for him. Yo, do you stream, bro? OP auto clip? Yeah, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that. It's probably some. I mean, it should be like mid to auto click in the game. Yeah, Nitro. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. My situation has never gotten that bad. That's actually like bad. Like, it's been bad at different parts, but it's like I ain't never got like hit like that. I ain't never got hit before. Man, I got whooped with a belt, you know. Get these strength. Oh my gosh. Yeah, nah, bro, nah, bro. Hopefully, I just keep this going, and like, I can more people just get interested. I'm definitely gonna try to, bro. I'm double streaming right now on Twitch too, so I'm streaming on both. Oh my. Wait, I don't like the. Nah, never mind. Oh, that's pretty easy right now. Dang, I lucky stole bro loot. Come on. Come on. I need this, bro. I need this, bro. I need this, bro. This game is low-key, like, kinda easy. I hope you make it big one day. I'm an editor, so if you down, I can edit. Yeah, bro, you could, bro. You definitely could, bro. 100%, bro. I need, like, that will help me out a lot. Because I probably don't reach a big audience. So having somebody that edit me is, like, crazy. And, you know, things go big, then, like, well, if I, like, get clout, like, actually clout, then, you know, we make money. We do things, get famous. Yo. Alright. I don't know what to get, not gonna lie. What do I do? Well, let me change it back. Let me change it back, bro. Nah, yeah, I just... Oh, bet. Edit like how? Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be dope, bro. Do you edit on any platforms? Anything? How do I get bigger? Nah. For 2,000, bro? That's actually crazy. I'm not buying that for 2,000. I'm gonna buy this. Yes, sir. I'm gonna buy this. Yes, sir. And we're gonna buy this. And then we're gonna rebirth. Ice CapCut. Okay, bet. Yeah, I got like the trial right now for CapCut to edit some videos. I'll be editing my own videos. I think eventually, if I do get more people, like having a clipper will be good, cause like my audience it is hard to grow an audience like straight from YouTube. But like, I don't know, it's just chill. Like I'm really not gonna like a lot of people take different approaches to try to get famous and like do what other people do, which I mean that is smart, but like I kind of want to get known for being myself, you know. Like I mean I can be like, you know, really energetic like Speed, but I also can be like really chill, so I'm not gonna like force it to get a fake audience, which because if I do that and then like when they come to me they gonna realize that I'm not always like that, and they're probably gonna be like, oh yeah, this dude suck or something. So I'm gonna just keep it like more like me. I mean obviously I'm gonna do some things, but I do like soccer. Like I actually like soccer a lot. Like I wouldn't even be LARPing if I like when I say I love soccer. I wouldn't be LARPing at all, bro. I think even though I only played soccer for 1 year, I think I had the most fun playing soccer out of any sports in high school. I'm not gonna lie. Dog, there's no way I'm not getting through there. Genuinely. Come on. Alright, bet. I got you. Yeah, let me get my Discord right. I had a Discord account that was like straight for like anime, Roblox games, but I'm not gonna use that account because it's way too flooded. Like, it's actually like I'm not gonna see no messages on there. Not gonna lie. But what do these do? Oh shoot. Okay, this is cool. Okay. Then we're gonna get this first. I think I'm gonna go with two of these for sure. Alright, bet. I got you, bro. This game actually like fun. Here, let me do this real quick, and then I'm about to slide my Discord. What the 300,000? 300,000. It's wild work. Tag speed. Alright, bet. Let me Discord. Oh my gosh. Bro, can I find a picture? Alright, I'm about to show you my link. I'm about to send it. This is my server link, but I can add you as a friend also. Oh, that's on Twitch. Let me go back to YouTube. Alright, this is my server link. But let me give you my. I don't even got no subs to my server yet. So let me just add you. I haven't used. Okay. My Discord is Davion Streams. Here, let me type it in the chat. Davion STRMZ. Okay, bet. I still haven't even set it up yet, not gonna lie. I'm about to get on Fortnite. I'm really that weak, bro. Okay, but you're in a server. Bet. You'll always be holy, holy forever. To the King of Kings. Record your Fortnite stream and send it to me later on Discord. Bet, I got you, bro. I got you, bro. 1,000% will, 10,000%. I got four viewers now. Yo, let's go, bro. 4 viewers. Oh my gosh. Hey y'all, if y'all viewing right now, chat. Please just chat, bro. This is crazy. Never had this much before. All right, we're gonna go. I think we're gonna go for the medallion and the 2 broken compasses. Low key the moves. Just low key the moves. Oh, 2 of them left. No. The medallions and the 2 broken compasses are where? All right, 1, 2, 1. 2 medallions, 2 broken compasses. Where's another compass at? Right here. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. Nine seconds. That was the tier 1. What do I do to upgrade it? Huh. Nice stream. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate that a lot. Love, bro. That's a lot of love, bro. Hey, thank you for chatting too, bro. I appreciate it. Hey, hey, tune in daily. Like, if you can, I'm gonna be doing this daily. It'll mean a lot. It'll mean a lot. Seriously. Yeah. We about to play Fortnite soon. We're gonna play Fortnite at 9:15. So just let me know. I'm low-key rusty, my bad. I'm low-key rusty at Fortnite though. So if y'all see me getting like pooped on, bro, my fault. This kid's a sweat, bro. Well, let me see what relics he got. Oh, he don't got none. He don't got none at all. He don't got no relics, bro. Yo, 3. That's tough. 3 streams. Hey, how you guys doing, bro? How you guys doing? I ain't gonna lie, if you in the chat and you enjoy it, just please subscribe. I will, like, all it takes is 1 click, you know? It's free. Just help a guy out a little bit. If you want to. It's up to you. Completely optional. Come on. I need this. Alright. That's all I needed, bro. Alright. I think we're getting close to being able to. By the time it's time to get on Fortnite, we're gonna be good, I think, bro. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be good with you, bro. What do I get? I look, you don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna get this katana for sure. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, this is crazy work. I think I need a little bit more than this, not gonna lie. Like, let's see. Let's play some BTS. Cause it's first night. Nah, I'm playing. I love BTS. Cause I'm in the stars tonight. So watch me break. Oh, come on. Oh my gosh, I need to get this. I need to get this, bro. I need this, bro. Come on. Please do not disappear. Please do not disappear. Oh, let's go. Nah, I'm not getting that. That one trash. Let's go, bro. Cause I'm in the stars tonight. So watch me break the first set night on. Shoes on, get up in the morning, couple meal, let's rock and roll. King Kong, kick the drum, all alone like a rolling stone. Sing song when I walk along, jump up to the top. LeBron, oh free. Ding dong, call me on my phone. Ice tea and I get my ping pong. Alright, I think we got this. We definitely got this in the bag. Chat, we got this in the bag. I think we gonna be good. Not gonna lie. What is better for my progress though. This one or this one? I say we go with the sword first. Got to. Can't go wrong with the sword. Can't go wrong with the sword. Can't go wrong with that. Yeah, that's tough. Okay, I'm almost getting 100 mil now. I think we upgrade our attack speed, maybe? Yeah. I think our attack speed, walk speed. I say attack speed more time. We're gonna go with the slot bag and then maybe some radius. Maybe some radius, bro. Some more speed. We need to be a little faster, you know what I'm saying? We can't be running around slow. We can't be running around slow. You know. Do you feel me, guys? Do you guys feel me? Alright, so it's gotta be with like auto attack. Come on, bro. Just give me come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. I need to come on. I just gotta get this level 125. I gotta get this, bro. I'm so close. I'm so close. I'm so close. Ding dong, call me on my phone. Iced tea in the game of ping pong. Huh. This is getting heavy. Can you hear the bass? Boom, I'm ready. Ooh, life is sweet as honey. This beat cha-ching like my name. Disco. Let's go. Cause and starts me break. Set my light. Shining through the city with the little effing soul. Light it up, light down. Oh my gosh, I'm getting 300k per click, bro. Oh my gosh. 300k per click is crazy work. Crazy work. Alright, I think we come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Please, please just give me a little 130 again. I need to get 30 mil. I think 30 mil is good. I think it's good. Iced tea and I got my ping pong. This is getting heavy. Can you hear the bass? Boom, I'm ready. Life is sweet as honey. This beat ching me like my name. Disco, roll below. I'm into that. I'm good to go. Diamond, you know I glow. Let's go. It's Choose on, get up in the morning, cup of meal, let's rock and roll. Alright, bro. What do I really don't know what to get. How long does this last? Only 5 minutes? 5 minutes, bro? You kidding me, bro? Five minutes, really? Only 5 minutes is how long it lasts. What time is it? Okay, it's not 9:07. We got time. We got time. For sure. We definitely have enough time. Oh my gosh, I'm getting a lot of grass. A lot of grass. Oh yeah, I need that. I need that. Oh yeah. For sure. 1000% though. Oh my gosh, I'm going crazy, dog. Oh my gosh, I need that. I need that secret. Oh my gosh. Come on. I need that secret, bro. I need that secret, bro. If it goes away, I'm actually gonna get so mad. I'm gonna rage, bro. I'm gonna flip my shit. Oh my. Oh my gosh. That is phenomenal work. Phenomenal work. Alright, what can we craft though? We'll start crafting stuff later. Let's just spend our cash. What they say? Spend that shit. Spend that shit. Spend that shit. Boosting all my years up. Spending that money. To tag. Go getting that go yard back. They say spinach. 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 Yeah, spinach. Okay, I think I'm good. I'm not gonna lie, I might be good, bro. I might be good for a little bit. I'm high key about the boss rebirth skips, not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm about to rebirth skip. Oh, I can't. That's way too much. Way too much money. Way too much money. Only 3 Robux? Of course I'm buying that. Oh, they smart. That's good marketing. Of course I'm gonna buy this, bro. What? Pay to win. Nah, they ain't making me broke though. I'm only getting as much as I can afford. What's up, bro? What's up? What's up? Motion edit? How you doing, bro? Oh my gosh. Yo, what is up? I got 3 viewers. Oh my gosh, you got 4K subscribers? Bro, you got a lot, bro. You like football? What game is this? It's called OnePlus Grass. Here, let me leave. I'm gonna leave and join back. It's called OnePlus Grass Adventure. It's right here on the screen, bro. Right here on the screen. Pretty fun game. I'm gonna play Fortnite at 9:15 if you wanna watch and stay. If not, I would love if you could, you know, show some support. All it takes is one button. You know, bro, we can be friends or something. I don't know. We could play Fortnite together. I have nothing to do. I really don't. Yo. This game is pretty fun, though. It's pretty fun. Oh my gosh, I'm actually like good now, bro. I'm going crazy, bro. I'm going crazy. Oh my goodness, angel wings? What is my luck, dog? Oh my. I'm cracked, bro. Hee hee. What's up, bro? I'm actually cracked, bro. I'm cracked, bro. Yo, what can I say? Where we landing now? You gotta play some Fortnite, dog. 127 mil. Oh my goodness, that is crazy work, bro. It's crazy work, bro. Crazy work. Let's what can we get though? We got the I think the smart move is to get a new sword. Oh yeah, for sure. No, I don't know. I think I need a little ore, you know? A little ore. I mean, I already got some ore, you know what I'm saying? But you know, it's chill though. It's chill. I think we go with some more. Yeah. I think this is the move. I might be wrong, but hey, who cares? Oh, I just rebirthed it. That's gonna take forever. Oh my god, it's gonna take forever to get to 1 billion again. And I just used my potion. Wait, What quest can I do? Stay in the game for 5 hours. Oh my gosh, I'm at the AFK grind this game, bro. 5 hours, collect 500 loot. Love it. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate that a lot. That means a lot to me. Cut the grass 300k times, bro. 300k times is crazy work. That's actually ridiculous work. Wait, can we get it? Nah, we're not. Nah, yeah, that's far too much. That's way out of our reach. Way out of our reach. What level do you gotta be? 185. We ain't that far. We ain't that far from that at all. I think the best thing to do is I think I'm gonna need to definitely try to get let's say I think I'm definitely gonna have to get better relics because it seems like relics are a lot in this game, but I don't know what exactly I need for the good relics. Not gonna lie, that's the problem. That is the problem. But I do see some secrets though. When I see them secrets, I'm gonna get them secrets though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care what they do. I just need that money. Need that money. Come on, come on. I need this money. I need this money. Oh my gosh, this just looks good. Like, look at it. It looks good. Does it not? I just see secrets. I'm gonna grab them, bro. That's all I know. I see a secret. I'm gonna grab it. Like. But need more editing? Yeah, I do need more editing, bro. I'm getting better at it. I'm not gonna lie. My last video, it was what, like 4 a.m. I got lazy and I was like, bro, I need to just post a video, which I probably should spend some more time editing. I'm still trying to find better clips to put in. Not better video clips, but I need like better like audios, better things with effects. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I used to make anime edits, bro. I used to make anime edits back in like AnyTalk, like back in what 2019 when it was like prom anime. I used to make anime edits. It was like I used to make some pretty good edits, low key, but I lost the account though. So yeah, definitely. I need to work on my editing though. That's I like that tip. That's constructive criticism. I like the realness, bro. I appreciate that. You know? That's what do I get? I don't know. What should I? This is a lot of loot for me to have to get. Nah, this look buns. 40%. I'm gonna get this. Okay, let me track it. Let me track it. But I think this. Nah, not that. That looks garbage. Wait, 30% money though. I don't know. I think the money is to get. I think that money is much needed. Yeah, we're gonna have to go with money. We're gonna track all 3 of these. I think I'm gonna get this one first. For sure. From AnyTalk. Oh my gosh, it was actually crazy, bro. I was ahead of the bro. I used to be a rage better, bro. I'm telling you right now. So so you know it used to be like the what was the edits? It used to be the freaking edits. It'd be like Boruto versus like all stages of like Sasuke or like all Uchihas. It'd be like one Boruto on the left side, and then here, let me wait 1 second. See, like, this is my profile. My YouTube working slow. Yeah, it used to be like this, bro. It literally used to be stuff like it used to be like the it's not these not the edits I'm looking for. It's not these. No, it's not these, bro. Oh yeah. It used to be stuff like this kinda. No, not this. I was thinking of like power skilling. Power skilling. Oh yeah, it used to be stuff like this. It was like this. It was actually like, let's see. The man who broke power skilling. It was stuff to do with this dude. I remember this dude. Hajin. Oh yeah, it was this. It was this. It was this. But it was like in a little different font. But it was that one in audio. It used to be like, did not like nah, bro. It was funny. It was funny. I joined you. Thank you. I still gotta set it up, bro. All right. So what materials do I need? I need a black crystal, 4 tiny portals, seal scroll, and hourglass. What is this loot, bro? What type of combination is this? All right. I think the best thing to do is to definitely get the. All right. What is that? That's like a moon. That looks like more rare than a freaking. What is that? Oh, a godly. Oh my gosh, I gotta get that if I can. I gotta get that. I gotta get that. Come on, bro. I absolutely have to get this. Oh my gosh. If it disappears, I'm actually gonna get so mad. Please don't disappear. Please don't disappear. Please don't disappear. Come on. I absolutely need this. Oh my gosh, can it just break, bro? Thank you for joining my Discord. I haven't set it up though. I haven't set it up yet. So I didn't even need that. I don't know why I got that. But I need these sealed rows. I'm lagging now. For some odd reason. I just started randomly lagging. Alright, it stopped. Okay, we got one tiny portal. Did I not get those secret scrolls or what? Is it? Why am I lagging so bad? Why won't I actually get? Clip farm? Clip farm? Yeah, I definitely should clip farm, bro. I just like try to talk about like, Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal is currently well. I don't want to make nobody mad, but right now, okay, I know Ronaldo out of his prime, but Ronaldo is washed. Not saying he's trash, but he's out of his prime, which is yeah crazy. Like I'm actually being like serious though. Like he's actually out of his prime, but he's still one of the greatest players. But no, I really do think that these Roblox games they're getting kind of basic. Not gonna lie, like they all the same. I don't know. I'm about to get on Fortnite. I'm about to just troll people again. You know, that's pretty fun. It's pretty fun trolling people. Let's make some little kid crash out. Not even crash out. Just let's have a good time. If my thing will load in. You should come miss the team. Wait, I can do this quarters dance. Let me show you. One second, one second. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. I'm about to show y'all. Bro, what's going on, bro? You should come into the team. That's red, that's red. That's red, that's red. Okay. Alright, we about to do this crazy.
어젯밤에 많이 던 비 내 폰에다 담아서 거리로 나가서 5시 고개를 빙빙 이 꼴이 놀라가 히 핸드폰 바꿔놔 딘딘 seeing all kind of green green hot pipe I put my hands in my pocket I said hot pipe turn up the spot to the button I do this shit all with my teeth 누군가 싫어했지 알바가 아니야 기기 shit on the markets are green green 파랑이 spray 눈치나 샤비가 spray 동안이 샤리가 spray 엄마가 울다리 green green 구덩이 다리가 spray 주변에 샤비가 spray 크라치 쳐가가 spray 유주로 매수는 팀내 친구들 전부 한 truck에다 담아서 거리로 나가서 빙빙 거리서 돌아가 스튜디오 크게 감추이게 stinky 파랑이 spray 눈치나 샤비가 spray 동안이 샤리가 spray 유주로 매수는 팀 Copy and freak only this shit yeah 만들던 tricks
That's hard. That's hard. Okay. Wake up. Back up. You know, they added Sonic to Fortnite, bro. Sonic to Fortnite? They added Sonic to Fortnite. Sonic to Fortnite is crazy work, bro. Why is my freaking game? Hello? Come on. Why is my hello? I gotta take a little dance break. Alright, we on Fortnite. We're on Fortnite. Maybe I need to pick my Wi-Fi bill. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. I think. I look, you think I'm slacking on my bill. Yeah, I also got a guitar, bro. I'm kind of bad at playing guitar, but I do have one. I'm pretty bad at it though. You should come mess with the team. Wake up. Wake up. You know. Who is this? Game. Back up. Back up. You know we know how to. Alright, I need to like warm up. Alright, y'all. I'm about to warm up a little bit because I low key okay, see like I'm lagging right now. I don't know why. I might have to pause the live or something. Not the live, but I might have to. Maybe it's my Wi-Fi. I think I paid it. Bro, why am I lagging so bad? I never lagged this bad. Alright, we might have to get back on Roblox for a little bit. I don't know. Or do something. You should come message the team. Yeah, what the heck is going on? It might just, we might just have to play Roblox. Why's my OBS showing? Nah, if I close the window, I'm gonna be cooked. There's an error. How is there an error? Gang, what is going on? My Wi-Fi is actually fried right now. All right, we Gucci, we chilling, bro. I thought it was shipping at first. Let's play an obby. And I don't wanna be somebody, not your body. Oh. I bet. Whew. Let's go. Let's play football. Oh my gosh. I'm not idiot. I'm not idiot. Okay. What's so hard about this? What's so hard about this? Like what, bro? And I'm really true to this OG lobby stuff, bro. I'm an OG lobby person. Like, bro, what? I don't get that. I feel like that would be something you jumped on, not something you would die from, you know? That actually don't make sense to me. Maybe I'm an idiot though, who knows? What? What the heck? It's just free loot. It's free loot, bro. Easy, 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 easy. It's light work, bro. Light work. This is nostalgic music, bro. Oh my gosh. It's actually nostalgic. Alright. Yeah, let me wait my phone. Let me put my phone up on YouTube so I can see who in the chat talking. I'm about to flip for him, bro. I'm gonna try. What just happened to my freaking thing, bro? This might be one of the easiest obbies I'll play in a minute. Obbies free loot, bro. It's free loot. My sensitivity is too high. Bro. Yeah, I feel like a ball. I still feel like a drone. Alright, there we go. There we go. I feel good now. I feel good. I really good. What the? Bro, I thought I had to get on the bull or something, bro. Like that, what? Something, bro. Yo, chat, this person's a bot. How are they dying? How did they actually die? Yo, what? Bro, can I? Alright, how can I? How do I pay this, bro? What? Who knows she got 3 views? What's going on? Like, what's going on? I have a lot of views. Okay. Bro, what? This is goofy. I'm already on stage 46 though. Okay. How smart. How original. Like, what? Oh. Yo. I bet. I think this should make it better. This should be better now. Yeah, this game is boring. Alright. Boo boo game. L game, L game, L game. This game fun. I'm about to get back on this. Not gonna lie. It's pretty fun. Pretty fun game. So I need silk crystals. Like dynamite, it is. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, what y'all guys are? Is anybody doing anything? I wonder if anybody's still in my chat. Probably not, but yeah, that makes sense. Just be on all day, bro. Be on all day, bro. No, just grind. World 2. Yes, sir. So, Universe Core, Living Star. Oh, yeah, no, I can't even step foot over there. I'm not that good. Apparently. Yeah, it's time to go back to World 1. It is time to go back to World 1 for sure. I don't know. Yo, if you guys are watching, I would love if y'all subscribe, stay tuned. Alright, guys. I think the method is just to my gosh, what is lag? Yo. Secret scroll. I need to cop these, bro. Come on, bro. Oh my gosh, it disappeared. It freaking disappeared. Come on. Come on. Bro, can I please get one more? All I need is one more. All I need is one more. Come on, dog. Please. I think I'm done with the basic stuff. Not gonna lie, I think I got the basic stuff down. I really think I do. Maybe I should. Oh shit. Yeah, I cannot get that. What do I do? Do I get the money or the strength? I don't know. I think we have to go with the money. Not gonna lie. I think we gotta go with the money. I mean, they do both seem good though, to be honest. But I just need a couple more things. I'm gonna get these hourglasses, the black crystals, and just loot farm. I got another. What's up, bro? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. How you doing, bro? How you doing? I should be playing Fortnite soon if I can get my Wi-Fi good. For some reason, it's acting bad. I'm gonna lie, bro. I need to brush my teeth. Bro, what the freak, bro? What am I supposed to do? How much more do I have to get? This game is actually gonna be my last straw. Ooh, a celestial star. Wonder what that thing does. Hourglass. They're all over there, which I don't feel like going for. Like, yeah, I want an hourglass, but like, why is it so far, bro? Like, why you gotta be so far? Just marry me, marry me. Marry that girl. Marry her, marry her. Cause why you gotta be so far? And of course, oh my gosh, I got a speed run. I got a speed run. Hi, what's up, bro? What's up? Yo. What's up, bro? How you doing? Hello, bro. Hello. Yo, if you I'm gonna be going live like every day, bro. What's up, bro? What's up? Yo. What's up, bro? How you doing? So basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to beat this game, which I don't think I'm gonna be able to do. This one is it's grindy. Not gonna lie. It is grindy. Yo, can I please? gotta restart. Wait. I wonder what can I craft? What the heck? It's a 50% chance. Yeah, if I don't get that, I'm actually gonna fucking crash out, bro. I don't get that shit, I'm gonna be mad. I'm really gonna be mad. Damn, so is it even worth it anymore? I think I'm gonna just go for this. I'm gonna get both of them. Cause what the fuck? If I don't get that, I'll be pissed. I'll be pissed off, bro. Here we go. Bro, what? So no damn hourglasses, bro. Fuck you. Oh my gosh, bro, just give me a damn thing, bro. Can't afford that anyways. Damn, that's treasure. If I don't get this shit, I'm gonna flip my fucking shit. Telling you right now. Why is she yelling, bro? Like, genuinely. Oh my goodness, mate. Oh my god. About to brush my teeth, so just letting you guys know. Like, oh my. Man, shit is no joke. Oh, this game is poop. Poop ass butt. If I don't get this shit, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna lose my shit. 59 minutes, nigga. You got me messed up, bro. I know damn well that I know damn well I didn't just spend that much time crafting that for it to be some bullshit, bro. 59 minutes? You out your mind. Gang, 59 minutes, bro. That's OD. That's OD, like actually. I'm gonna just sell all this shit, bro. What? I'm gonna sell all of it. I don't need it. And if I don't get that and I wait a damn hour, I'm quitting. I'm not gonna play this game. Like, I'm not even trolling. I'm gonna quit. Yep, I'm gonna quit. For sure. 1000% quit. Hell, that would actually make me mad. I spent my time on this shit. Yeah. Yeah, I would be mad. I'll be so mad. So mad. What the hell? Dog. Why is this genuinely gonna take all day? Like, it's not even a joke. What the fuck? Yeah, what was I thinking? This game will be impossible to do, like, free to play. They know it, and they know it. Like, that is exactly why it says, that's exactly why it says you have to get 29 Robux. Yeah, what was I thinking, bro? Why did I not? Oh my gosh, I'm slow, bro. I thought I knew the method, and I did not know the method at all. Turns out I didn't know the method. Bro, I'm not gonna beat this game, bro. This is hell no. Oh my. Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, this isn't that rare. Never mind. Only one out of hell no. Hell no. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. I actually need to like fucking take care of myself.
Twitter said I was gonna lose. Listen. The odds of you being a living, breathing human being are 1 in 400 trillion. If you do not take chances and take risks.
Interesting, because on one hand, he's top 1% successful, but on the other, this is how the internet describes him.
Aiden Ross is a goddamn idiot.
Scumbag.
Laughing stock, hypocritical.
Stupid. Racist and misogynistic far-right streamer, Aiden Ross.
To start off the interview, I guess the first question we would have for you is, would you say that online you're hated?
Damn!
Aiden has built an empire on being the bad guy. Why?
Controversy sells.
And he's right, it pays to be the villain.
I don't give a fuck.
But when you wear a mask for profit long enough, you eventually forget how to take it off. So what's the most true and authentic version of Aiden Ross? Well, Fortnite? I've come to realize that the answer to that question is a bit more complicated than you'd think. To understand Aiden Ross, we need to go back to before the controversial rise. Back to when he was just starting to figure out something far more simple. How to get people's attention. Aiden grew up in Boca Raton, Florida, at least until his parents' divorce scattered his childhood across the country. One year he was the new kid in New York, the next in California, then eventually back to Florida again.
If I get 50,000 followers on Vine...
But constantly restarting life like that forced Aiden to adapt fast. He had to figure out new social dynamics and find new friend groups over and over again. He learned quickly that the easiest way to fit in was to become a mirror, to read the room, make people laugh, and give them exactly the version of him they wanted to see. When you were bouncing around from school to school, do you think that that helped you, like, become the perfect streamer? Like, you figured out how to entertain?
I think, yes. I think being socially uncomfortable, being thrown into the deep end of the pool, it makes you, it really, really does.
You see, Aiden started off as a kid who was forced to learn how to fit in, and in the process, he accidentally trained himself for the perfect job. When he started streaming NBA 2K from his bedroom, that same survival instinct from school kicked in. He'd read the chat and adjust his personality in real time to give the viewers exactly what they wanted.
You guys are going crazy with the subs, bro.
And that was the secret weapon that took him from a no-name 2K streamer to the face of Twitch in under a year. Aiden saw the ceiling on gaming content and pivoted hard. He quit streaming 2K and rolled out a series called E-Dating that absolutely exploded online. But what made Aiden Ross a household name was his streams with rappers. Think of these streams like a late-night talk show. If the host was 20 years old, totally unprepared and openly flirting with the guests.
How big is your dick?
Big enough.
Aiden leaned into being sus, pushing boundaries, making things awkward, and treating platinum-selling artists like they were his actual friends. It shattered the barrier between Hollywood and social media. The internet ate it up. Aiden gained over 2 million followers in April alone.
We love you, Tekka.
He was averaging viewer counts in the 6 figures, and quite literally becoming the future of Twitch. For a brief moment, Aiden had it all. He was the face of streaming. He was suddenly friends with the influencers that he once adored. But that level of fame is dangerous, because once you have the attention of millions, you become a target for people who want to buy your influence. Deals that pay insane money, but always come with a catch. Think of it like a button. When you're the face of a platform like Twitch, it's as easy as pushing this button and a few million bucks pop out. The problem is, the people writing these checks usually come from some shady places. It's dirty money. Every time you press that button, you sell a piece of your reputation. You invite the backlash in, and half the world learns to hate you just a little bit more.
The media hates me, bro. The mainstream media hates me, bro.
Most creators keep their distance. They see the money, sure, but they look at the cost and they walk away. And for a while, Aiden didn't risk it either, because at that point, Aiden was widely known as the edgy, funny guy. When he came onto the scene, he ruffled feathers, but people loved him for it. But that button gets a lot harder to ignore when you grow up with nothing.
People think that like I had it very easy my whole life. We were financially stable, medium class up until about senior year. It got really hard for us. And you know, I would go literally some nights without eating dinner.
He realized he could make every single one of those problems disappear forever. All he had to do was push the button.
Let's go, come on. Let's go. Let's go.
The temptation became too irresistible. Aiden took a massive sponsorship deal with Roobet, one of the earliest online crypto casinos, and suddenly he's gambling live on stream for insane amounts of money. Tens of thousands flying into cartoon slot machines while thousands of viewers watch. The reward was absurd. Leaked messages showed that he was making up to $2 million a month. His lifestyle inflated overnight with luxury cars, LA mansions, watches that cost annual salaries.
I bought a Lambo before that, which was stupid, but at that time, I'm 19 years old. I want to buy a Lamborghini to show everyone, like, you.
The money was quite literally life-changing. It gave him the ability to support his parents, help his family, give gifts to friends that don't even sound real.
This is not my car.
Swear my life. This is your house for a year locked. You don't have to worry about rent for a year.
Now, there's a dark side of the button, and we're getting to that. But first, we've got something exciting to tell you guys. So, we started this channel a little over a year ago, and genuinely, it was crazy to see how quickly it picked up steam.
Yo, golf carts!
Golf cart!
W golf cart in the cap.
But now, almost every day, we get DMs asking us how we write our scripts, or where do you find this stuff?
How did you find this?
Oh, this guy did his research.
Or bro, is this guy like Nardwar?
You've maybe noticed the logo on the mic or the logo in the top right corner, but we've recently partnered with WAP to finally answer your questions. Inside our community on WAP, we're breaking down exactly how we research and script, but we're also vlogging the day-to-day of the channel. You'll see the prop builds, the late-night writing sessions, and of course, all of the stuff that gets cut out. Like this interview with Aiden. We spoke for 45 minutes, and maybe used 5 in the video. The full uncut interview is already uploaded in our WAP right now. We've got big plans for what the space can become, but what excites us the most is that we can actually just make a video without having to stare down the barrel of the YouTube algorithm. All in all, if you want to see the full process of how we make a video, or just want to support the channel in general, the link's at the top of the description. But that's enough yapping, let's get back to the video. Okay, so you blew up super quick, and then you were like pretty well loved at that point. You were edgy, you were a little sus, but everybody seemed to like you a lot. Towards the end of 2021, things kind of seemed to shift.
The first thing that we're going to talk about today, easily one of the most requested topics, it involves gambling and a YouTuber, spotlighter, stirs.
I had been hearing for a while about how online, unregulated crypto casinos were hiring some of the biggest influencers in the world to promote them, and then would pay them for every fan they got to sign up.
He's willing to do anything to just make money off the back of his fans, and then laugh about it.
You started to get some pushback from certain people, and you weren't as well liked in certain circles.
I don't know, Aiden Ross, everything he has done is stupid.
He knows what he's doing is f***ed up, but on the other hand, he's unwilling to stop doing it.
I've just never seen this life-changing money in front of me in front of a table like that. You know what I mean?
I get it. And you're 20.
What was that first point where you started to notice that, and what did that feel like?
The hate gets to me, I'm not gonna lie, because the hate's different now. It's just like, a lot of people watch me, they don't even like me. It's weird.
Honestly, at that point, I was like, as long as my friends and me are having fun, making good content, my community's happy, I didn't really care at that point.
Most creators would panic here. They would apologize, pivot to safe content, and try to win the internet back. But for whatever reason, the backlash did the exact opposite for Aiden.
For me, I kind of liked it. I liked kind of being, you know, not liked by the mainstream crowd. You know, I like that a lot, honestly.
Aiden.
Yeah.
Quit now, and I will respect you.
Can't quit now.
Then I think then you're turning your head and making blood money.
This was a defining moment for Aiden, because he realized that being the villain paid better than being the hero. So he doubled down. By early 2022, Aiden traded in the Roobet deal for a massive partnership with Stake. Stake is a different beast entirely. It's a platform with pockets deep enough to headline F1 teams and Premier League jerseys. So when the pen hit the paper, the financial scale shifted instantly. Suddenly, Aiden wasn't making life-changing money anymore. He was making you money. This is where the relationship between Aiden and Twitch turned into a dangerous game of cat and mouse. On one side, you have Twitch, owned by Amazon, desperate to keep their platform safe for advertisers like Coke and Disney. On the other side, you have their biggest star, screaming at digital slots and continuing to test every rule in the book.
You have to follow policy and follow rules.
Now, Aiden was definitely the face of it, but he wasn't alone. Hordes of streamers were jumping on the crypto casino's payroll. The platform effectively tore itself in two. Half the top creators were cashing these massive checks, while the other half were screaming about the ethics of promoting gambling to kids.
How can you feel good about taking money from people like that?
But here was the problem. Nobody was actually breaking the rules. Twitch couldn't punish Aiden for something that they allowed. So, they made some changes. They banned unregulated gambling sites entirely. Publicly, they framed it as a moral stance, protecting the kids from the addiction. But if you ask Aiden, it wasn't about the morality. It was about the money. How did that all play out behind the scenes?
So, Pokimane, Hassan, they pushed for Stake being banned on Twitch.
Okay.
I was in the gym and I got a text from someone on my team. Just got off the phone with Twitch. They're not banning Stake, bro. No work. They banned it 30 minutes later. So they banned Stake. Why do they ban Stake? They banned Stake because Stake didn't want to cut Twitch in on a check. What does Twitch do? They go to NFL, they do a DraftKings deal worth billions of dollars. So if you go look at Twitch right now, you can gamble on Twitch. They didn't ban gambling. There's a misconception they banned gambling. No, they banned casinos where they can't make money off of. They are currently monetizing off gambling right now.
Twitch cut off Aiden's gravy train, so he had to pivot. But he didn't go back to gaming, and he wasn't all that into the rapper streams either. So he reached out to the one guest that nobody else dared to touch.
I see you all over everywhere. You're like the #1 person right now, you know? No dick suck, like, bro, like.
Yeah, I'll conquer the internet. The internet is mine, all of it. I took it all.
In the span of a single summer, Andrew Tate had gone from total obscurity to being the most viral person on Earth. And Aiden's first stream with him went absolutely ballistic. It averaged over 100,000 viewers and peaked at 266,118. This was the biggest stream that he had ever done, bigger than the E-Dates, bigger than the rapper streams. There was no way Aiden wasn't doing another one.
I've been streaming for a very long time. We're about at peak my most viewers ever had.
But there was a massive elephant in the room. Andrew Tate was one of the most, if not the most, controversial person on the planet at the time. And because of that, he was systematically erased from the modern internet. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, they all blacklisted him. However, Aiden once again saw a loophole. Tate didn't have a Twitch account, so technically there was nothing to ban. And no one had explicitly written a rule saying you couldn't talk to him on stream, so while the rest of the world was deplatforming Tate, Aiden rolled out the red carpet.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, do you hear me?
For the rest of the year, he milked that loophole for everything it was worth, even flying across the world to stream with Tate IRL.
I'm talking too. No, you're not.
But in January of 2023, the cat finally caught the mouse. Twitch had seen enough and slapped Aiden with his 7th ban from the platform, a massive 30-day suspension from streaming. To the executives, it was a disciplinary timeout, a warning shot to force their unruly star back into line. But for Aiden, sitting in silence for a month, locked out of his empire, it didn't feel like a lesson. It felt like an attack. It radicalized him. He realized that Twitch wasn't just enforcing rules, they were rewriting them. And in doing so, they were trying to take away his button forever. Aiden was done playing games. He was done with the censorship, and luckily for him, there was something being built behind the scenes. You see, when Twitch banned the major gambling sites, they really pissed off the founders of Aiden's old sponsor, Stake.
Eddie, the CEO of Stake and Kick, he says, all right, you know what? Yeah, let's boss up. Makes a streaming platform.
Eddie Craven, who happens to be the youngest billionaire in Australia, decided to step into the ring with Twitch. He wrote out Kick. Kick positioned itself as the antidote to everything wrong with the streaming industry. It prioritized creators over corporate advertisers. It promised total creative freedom, stripping away the strict guidelines that had suffocated streamers for years. But a platform with no users is useless. They needed someone big enough to drive real traffic to the site.
My original deal before I got banned on Twitch, which I think was like, what, 2 weeks after I came to Kick? Something like that.
It was
like
close.
a month. I was supposed to go on Twitch. obviously funnel from Twitch to Kick. Twitch didn't like that. That was a big no-no. They took me out, and that was it.
After the 30-day suspension cleared, Aiden began dual streaming. He would go live on Twitch, talk to his 7 million followers, and tell them to migrate over to Kick for the real content. But he knew he needed a hook. He needed to show them that Kick was different. So he went on this absurd marketing campaign to test every limit he could imagine.
Recently, there's been this unholy floodgate, like a dam that's broken in the mind of Aiden Ross's brain, that's led to him making the worst decisions imaginable over the last couple months.
What the is going on?
He pulled up Pornhub live on stream. He tweeted things he knew would incinerate his reputation in the mainstream, including the infamous 2 genders tweet. He tweeted things he knew would incinerate his reputation in the mainstream, including the infamous 2 genders tweet.
It did kind of seem like for a minute you leaned into the villain role. Do you think that's a fair and accurate assumption?
I do. I remember this like it was yesterday. I went over to Kick, I made a tweet, and I said that there are 2 genders. A lot of people hated me for that. A lot of people are mad for that. And the entire world really went at me for that.
But Aiden wasn't stupid. He knew exactly what he was doing.
I had to kind of say and do some crazy to make Kick pop. I literally might have 2 people in this room this week on stream. Suck my f***ing nuts! Stop it!
Twitter, you guys are the reason why the internet is soft.
Stop!
He was proving a point. On Kick, you can't be canceled.
There's no terms of service over there. You guys can say whatever you want on my chat. Nobody can get banned.
But on Twitch, you definitely can.
This is cancel culture. I'm gonna cancel culture.
I'm Aiden Ross, and Aiden Ross is gonna say what the f he says.
In late February 2023, amidst the chaos of his marketing rampage, Twitch had seen enough. They issued his 8th ban. This time, it was permanent.
A lot of the people on the Kick side of things loved it. And they kept, endorsing it a little bit. Like, oh, yeah, you got it. We love it. Controversy sells. And it did. And Kick is very successful because of that, so.
The bridge was burned, but Aiden was standing on the other side, holding the match and laughing. He had successfully migrated his audience. Kick's user base exploded, growing over 400% in months, largely off the back of Aiden's controversy. By mid-2023, Aiden Ross had achieved something that is statistically impossible in the influencer economy. He had been banned, deplatformed, and labeled a public enemy, and yet, he was bigger than ever.
Too far? I don't give a Cancel me, I don't give a
In any other story, this is the part where the creator gets humble. They apologize. They try to rebrand to save their career.
Did you feel like that backlash was, deserved?
No, I don't. I think that the things I say and the things I do is what 90-something% of the streamers and the online people say off camera and do off camera.
He realized that on Kick, there were no referees. He had equity, he had a contract, and most importantly, he had an audience that followed him because of the chaos, not in spite of it. He was technically uncancelable. So instead of pivoting to safety, he started treating real life like a side quest. He launched a boxing promotion company cleverly named Brand Risk. He saw the massive numbers in influencer fighting and decided he wanted to own his own league.
Netflix Most Valuable Promotions Jake Paul vs. Mike Tyson mega event makes history with over 108 million live global viewers.
This was his crack at trying to build a billion-dollar business that could outlast his streaming career.
I launched a brand. My Brand Risk brand. Yeah.
He revamped the rapper streams at the highest of levels, bringing on names like 21 Savage and Playboi Carti. He pulled off the biggest stream of his life, an interview with Donald Trump that peaked at over 580,000 viewers. He was untouchable. But when you beat the game at 22 years old, you run into a new problem. It's not cancellation, it's boredom.
I couldn't realize it, but when I was grinding, that was like the peak feeling of me. When I was accomplishing all this stuff. I got this and I got that and I did that and I did this, and I just feel like I've kind of already conquered a lot of the things. Like at a really young age.
Sure. And what does it feel like to conquer things at a young age?
I don't know. I honestly, man, it's f***ed up because honestly, like, that's what drives me crazy sometimes. Like, what do I do now?
This explains the erratic behavior we saw throughout 2024. This cycle wasn't about him trying to change and failing, it was about him trying to feel something. He would announce that he was retiring, then come back a week later. He would say he's moving back to Miami to find his roots, then fly back to LA. He would swear off gambling, claim that he was done with the toxicity, only to sign a new deal with Stake or Rainbet just months later. To the audience, it looked like a struggle for his soul, but to Aiden, it was just content.
Every time I have trauma, I put it in my back of my brain. I'm very desensitized. My brain is very desensitized.
He had pushed the button so many times that the lights didn't look as bright anymore.
It's super hard for me to sometimes feel things. I don't know. It's almost like I'm emotionless. And like I feel like I beat the game.
And that's a dangerous place to be. Because when the normal thrill wears off, you have to raise the stakes just to feel the pulse. you said that a lot of people can't hate you online because they don't know the real you. And at the time, you definitely said that you were leaning into the villain role. Have you pulled back from that villain character? And are you no?
Nah.
So,
I love being the villain.
So what's the most true and authentic version of Adin Ross?
I think the fact that I would do a stream with 6ix9ine if he calls me up tomorrow. I think the fact that I would do a stream with anybody. I would do a stream with Jeffrey Epstein if he was still alive. Just a question. I'll do a stream with Diddy. No, I'm not joking. People that genuinely have been completely stripped from platforms and affected in their real life, they deserve some chance of speaking. They deserve some way of talking. That's where it needs to head. I don't have to like you, but I think everyone deserves their voice. And that's my whole stance on that.
As of today, the machine is still running. Adin Ross proved that you can build an empire on controversy. He proved that if you bring enough eyes and enough money, the rules don't apply to you. But the victory looks a lot like a trap. He's admitted openly that he feels like a puppet, a slave to the entertainment. He feeds the chat the chaos they crave because he's terrified that if he stops, the screen goes black.
It's like people know me when they see me, but they don't know me. People just will look at me as like I'm like this puppet, this entertainment puppet.
Whatever you guys want, bro. I'll do GTRP. I don't care. I'm a slave to you guys, bro. What do you guys want, bro? I'm a slave. I don't care, bro. I'm a puppet.
Whether you love him or you hate him, it's hard to deny that Adin Ross changed streaming forever. He shattered the corporate safety of Twitch and ushered in a new era of raw, unfiltered, and often dangerous content. He built a button that prints money. But the thing about the button is once you start pressing it, it's almost impossible to stop. If you made it this far in the video, I just wanted to say thanks for watching. At the time of
Dang, that is... this dude ain't good content, bro.
Recording this, we're at 90...
Why is it still playing in the background? I got this much. I'm on a trillions, bro. Is this dude virtually bullying me? I feel like I just get him virtually bullied. Okay, I get it. My battery's fucking low, bro. Alright, bro, I'm about to keep watching this YouTube thing. It was good.
85,580 subscribers, and we're trying to hit 100K by the end of the year. So, you know, if you wanted to subscribe, that'd be awesome. Also, I did want to mention that the full uncut interview with Aiden is like 45 minutes long, and we're uploading it into our WAP. So, you know, if you wanted to check that out, it'll be in there. But yeah, I think that's everything. Cool. Thanks for watching.
Bro. That's crazy. I do want to watch this. The tragic true his story of Justin Bieber.
There's some things in this world that money doesn't buy. Love, happiness. But what about a cultural phenomenon?
You have one chance in life to be a part of something like this.
Yeah. FaZe Clan is the spark that ignited a generation, dominated the internet, united strangers, and forged an unstoppable movement. But where there's lightning, there's always someone trying to put it in a bottle.
It is disastrous, and it only continues to get worse.
The downfall of FaZe was one fueled by greed, a corporate takeover led by a mysterious figure quietly lurking in the shadows.
This guy's whispering in my ear like, your life's gonna change forever, you're gonna be a millionaire, this and that.
A never-ending game of divide and conquer, cat and mouse.
I will never be like you. I will never take a check. And it's so sad some of y'all are taking checks and deals.
A revolving door of billionaires, royalty, suits with more money than God forced their way in, planted their flags, and claimed the logo as their own. But there was just one problem. Money doesn't buy what a logo represents. Growing up in the early 2000s was simple. It was an era of flip phones, shopping malls, and movie rentals. But if there was one thing that stuck with me the most from my childhood, it was that those damn video games were gonna rot my brain. From finding my first diamond in Minecraft, to screen cheating in Halo, and even establishing a crippling gambling addiction at the age of 10, video games completely consumed my childhood. Now, I'll be the first to admit, gaming wasn't considered cool back then. Honestly, most people just thought it was made for nerds. But then someone jumped off a crane, spun around 3 times mid-air, and trick-shotting was born.
Oh my god!
As YouTube exploded in the late 2000s, and blockbuster titles like MW2 and Black Ops took over like wildfire, a new wave of gamers emerged. And at the forefront of this revolution was a group of friends who weren't just playing the game, they were breaking it. FaZe wasn't necessarily about winning matches. They were about creating moments, the kind that you couldn't ignore. Instead of focusing on objectives like capturing flags or planting bombs, FaZe members were in the lobby for one reason: trick shots. Every trick shot was a performance, and FaZe turned these performances into art. Their iconic ill cam montages sync perfectly with music, transform simple kill cams into viral phenomena. These videos weren't just highlights, they were cultural statements. And every last detail was so effortlessly perfect.
What it was to like be asked to join FaZe back then,
I cried.
No contracts, no anything. Like, it wasn't even a question. If you played Call of Duty during that time, your dream in life was to join FaZe.
What started as 3 guys playing video games and making videos quickly became one of the most exclusive status symbols in all of gaming. With members across the globe and thousands dreaming of being invited, being a part of FaZe meant you were somebody. You sat at the hypothetical cool kids table of the gaming world. Now, for most, that's what it would stay. Just a random sequence of 4 letters and a gamer tag. But for a select group, they would decide to take this opportunity and run with it.
What's up, guys? My name is FaZe Temper, and this is the FaZe and G Fuel House.
Founding members Temper, Apex, Rain, and Banks made a pivotal decision to transform their passion into a legitimate business. They split equity equally among themselves, each taking 25%, and began laying the foundation for what would become a viral empire.
So I'm here with Richard Banks, my new roommate.
They decided to take the Xbox parties into real life, moving into a house together in New York.
So I'm gonna be moving from California to New York. Yeah, this is not something I really planned on doing.
The New York house wasn't about calculated moves. It was a natural evolution that I think just about every guy ever has gone through. And by sharing a space, they created this environment where creativity thrived, and their synergy was captured in every piece of content.
I love that so much.
No!
Without even realizing it, they pioneered the Content House model. Team 10, Hype House, and countless others would later replicate this formula, all creating carbon copies of this exact strategy. The Content House model works so well because each person acts as a character in the other's vlogs. It's a way to cross-pollinate audiences. If one member succeeds, everyone succeeds. And my god, did FaZe Clan blow up during this era. By 2018, FaZe Clan was at its zenith. They had become the face of gaming culture and one of the most recognizable brands on the internet. Hollywood Hills mansions, supercars, sponsorship deals, and a never-ending stream of viral content painted a picture of unstoppable success. Yet, just beneath the surface, a slow poison was spreading. Lavish spending, strained relationships, and the relentless pursuit of growth masked a deeper issue. Somewhere in the shadows, a mystery man began to emerge.
One of the first guys that came into the company, and I can't name names because I'll get sued, it's just annoying.
Like the ESPN documentary, it's like missing the most important like how we even lost the company. Nobody talks about it.
Sebastian Gertz is a businessman from Norway, who's a bit of a virtual ghost on the internet. Outside of a few inactive social media accounts and a blog post from 2009 that claims that Sebastian was a common fake flexer at Stockholm nightclubs, there was honestly very little I could find about his personal persona. But I did notice a bit of a recurring pattern in his corporate strategy. There's dozens of registered companies under his name that filed for incorporation and subsequently filed for bankruptcy a few years down the road. Now, in 2014, Sebastian started a company called Hubrik. Hubrik was a social media platform, one that was meant to rival Twitter to be the next Facebook. It was pitched as the next big app to dominate the internet, but instead, it was just the first domino to fall in the collapse of FaZe Clan. The saga of Hubrik and FaZe Clan starts back in June of 2015, when Sebastian Gertz reached out to FaZe founder Temper to discuss how he could break into the esports industry, and shortly after, both Temper and Banks were on the next flight out to Norway. Whatever was said in those early meetings must have left an impression, because over the next several months, Banks and Temper made repeated trips back, first to Norway, then to Berlin, and then to London where Hubrik had satellite offices. Each visit seemed to solidify their connection, with Sebastian playing the perfect host, parading them around Europe, showing them the sights, and immersing them in his world. Slowly but surely, he gained their trust. And once he had it, he started planting seeds. Casual conversations turned into deep discussions about the future of FaZe, about its potential, about how it could evolve beyond trick shots and Call of Duty montages. He positioned himself as a guide, someone with the business acumen to elevate FaZe to new heights. As the months went on, the meetings became more serious, plans were being drawn, ideas exchanged, but always behind closed doors. FaZe members would tease something big, dropping cryptic messages online about what's to come.
So where are you guys going? Tell the Vlurg where you guys are going. Tell them about FaZe Banks' exciting trip. Oh, is it a secret?
Then in January 2016, for the first time, all 4 of FaZe's founding members flew to Norway to meet with Sebastian. From the outside, it looked like a victory lap, an initiation into something larger. And just days later, FaZe made it official. According to Sebastian, Hubrik had invested $1.3 million into FaZe Clan to help them grow, and with that money came a new direction. The first major move? A complete rebrand. FaZe 2.0, an era that promised higher production value, bigger ambitions, and an esports push unlike anything they'd done before.
I was posting some tweets about it yesterday, and we were talking about how we're changing production. Like, the production of our videos is going to immensely increase this year.
And that push started with their most significant acquisition yet, the purchase of the CSGO team, a move that redefined the esports landscape and cemented FaZe as a global powerhouse. From the perspective of the FaZe guys, Sebastian was nothing short of a wizard. In a matter of just months, he had taken their wildest ambitions and turned them into reality. Securing funding, making connections, and pulling the strings behind the scenes like it was second nature. So why wouldn't they trust him? In early 2017, FaZe Clan had fully settled into California, and with that came a major shift. FaZe wasn't just a group of gamers anymore, it was a business. Sebastian introduced a corporate structure designed to take the pressure off of the founders, letting them focus on what they did best, making videos while the executives handled the rest. Leading the charge was Lee Trink, a music industry veteran best known for launching Katy Perry's career. He wasn't a gamer, but he knew how to build brands and turn cultural moments into business empires. With Trink and his team securing deals and partnerships, FaZe was scaling faster than ever. Their newly hired chief creative officer had even locked in a production deal, greenlighting 2 TV-level series in the FaZe Cast and FaZe Full Throttle. But there was just one problem. Money. The $1.3 million from Hubrik was running out fast. Sebastian needed a new investor. Michael Stang Treschow, son of Millie Marie Treschow and the 7th-generation heir to the Treschow family fortune, with a $4 billion net worth in 2020, chairman of the Norwegian conglomerate Treschow Fritzo, living in the single largest private residence in the entire country of Norway, and the car collection of all of our dreams. By all means, Michael Treschow is him. According to a few Norwegian-based blog sites that I've loosely translated into English, Gertz and Treschow actually seem to go way back. I couldn't pinpoint exactly when or where they met, but in the spring of 2017, Sebastian began pitching Treschow on the future of the internet. Hubrik. And the pitch looked something like this. In a lawsuit filed in 2018, Treschow alleged that Gertz provided him with a pitch deck, one that outlined the capabilities of this app, such as online shopping, the ability to book events and travel, and even downloading and watching movies produced by Hubrik's partners, Warner Brothers, Sony Pictures, Paramount, and even Fox. The app was to be state-of-the-art. The technology that it was built upon was worth tens of millions of dollars. Even with no active users, if they sold, they'd still sell at a profit. And Treschow bit, signing a check for $2.115 million on the spot. But Sebastian's ambitions were set much higher than just a few $1 million. Maybe it was delusion, or maybe he was truly evil, but in July 2017, he coordinated a meeting between himself, Lee Trink, Treschow, and 2 founding FaZe members, Rain and Temper. He pitched the group on a joint merger. The idea was hypothetically bulletproof. You had the most innovative app idea to rival Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You had the billionaire to write the blank checks. And you had the face of mainstream social media to lead users to the app like moths to a flame. Everyone was in. Screw making a couple $1 million off of YouTube AdSense, the members of FaZe were ready to be the next Zuckerberg. Over the next year, Michael Treschow threw millions at Hubert like they were fun coupons. He even believed in this vision so much that he wrote a term sheet saying if the app picked up, Sebastian would get half of his equity in FaZe. Members of FaZe worked alongside the development team to help make this app the best it could be. Sebastian brought in herds of new advisors, created a separate company that would represent the management side of FaZe Clan, and brought in Greg Selko, founder of Wanderset, and they created a joint venture called W8WS that would handle all of the merchandising for FaZe Clan. FaZe Clan was at their pinnacle. Views were at an all-time high, and merch was selling like a god church. And in summer of 2018, the merger was signed and set into stone. Banks, Temper, Apex, and Rain turned in their share of FaZe, and Return received shares of Hubert. The offices were conjoined, bank accounts were shared, everything was operating under one roof. And that's when everything went straight to f***ing shit.
Life goes up and down, and the world can be a dark, sad place sometimes. You guys are responsible for bringing light into your own bubble. You keep that up. I've been fighting and grinding hard too, and yesterday we wrapped up the last funding also. So next month we take over absolute all operations. The start has been great, but it's just the beginning.
Hubert, the company they had entrusted their expansion to, was nothing more than smoke and mirrors. It wasn't a groundbreaking tech startup, it was a half-built platform with no traction, no partnerships, and no future. The deeper they dug, the clearer it became. Sebastian Gertz, the man they placed their faith in, had sold them a dream built on lies. Then came the ultimate betrayal. Gertz allegedly forged signatures on the key term sheet, effectively stealing Treschow's shares, and declaring himself the single largest stakeholder in FaZe Clan. The realization hit like a gut punch. FaZe wasn't just in a bad business deal, they had been outright deceived. What followed was nothing short of a corporate coup. One by one, those who had once stood by Gertz turned against him. FaZe's leadership, its investors, even the executives he had installed, all joined forces to push him out. And when they did, it wasn't even one by one, those who had once stood by Gertz turned against him. FaZe's leadership, its investors, even the executives he had installed, all joined forces to push him out. And when they did, it wasn't a quiet departure, it was a total eradication. Reports surfaced of FaZe members storming Hubert offices, shutting down systems, changing passwords, freezing bank accounts, seizing back control of what was theirs. The House of Cards collapsed overnight. Allegations of corporate espionage, fraud, and financial mismanagement flooded the legal system. Lawsuits erupted on all sides. FaZe sued Hubert, Hubert sued back, and the entire mess unraveled into a legal war zone that would take years to clean up. For a while, FaZe kept the chaos under wraps, but then another betrayal sent shockwaves through the community. Only this time, FaZe wasn't the victim. They were the villains. Tfue, one of FaZe's biggest stars, dropped a lawsuit that rocked the industry. He wasn't just calling out a bad deal, he was lifting the curtain on exploitive contracts, unfair revenue splits, and FaZe was suddenly exposed as the very thing they once stood against.
Tfue is suing FaZe Clan!
I'm gonna be real with you. This is very weird.
What is in this contract is so bizarre. It's so
To understand what happened here, you have to understand Hollywood. It's a city built on hype and illusions, where fame is currency and exploitation is the business model. We've seen it happen to child actors, YouTube stars, TikTok influencers. Young talent gets plucked from obscurity, handed a contract, and before they know it, they don't own a single thing. FaZe was supposed to be different, but Turner's lawsuit shattered that facade. The brand was hemorrhaging trust. Despite Hubert's deception about their app's viability, FaZe settled the debacle outside of court, conceding 15% of the company's equity to Sebastian. In doing so, they weren't just relinquishing shares. They were surrendering a piece of their very identity. The 4 letters that were once worn like a badge of honor in gamer tags now felt like a walk of shame. What once symbolized dreams, brotherhood, and a new era of gaming had become a punchline. The founders spoke openly about it, how wearing the logo felt like carrying the weight of a failed promise.
I couldn't even wear this logo for years, you know what I mean? And just like, I was like ashamed of it, embarrassed about it.
So they did what many do when their world collapses. They numbed it. Drugs, alcohol, reckless spending. It wasn't a party, it was an escape.
Are you serious? Come on, like, I know it's a waste of money, but doesn't that look fun?
And while the founders spiraled, the boardroom tightened its grip. New executives took the reins. Old ones were phased out. Lee Trink became CEO, and without the founders there to fight for it, FaZe Clan was left in the wrong hands. The new leadership had a vision. FaZe was a media empire, and esports was their rocket ship. They pitched it like 2010 Bitcoin. Get in early, and when this thing explodes, you'll be worth billions. The stats were staggering. Over 350 million followers across the roster, a direct pipeline to Gen Z.
Was a Gen Z company. Gen Z for Gen Z.
More social engagement than the Lakers, Yankees, or Cowboys. The hype was undeniable, and investors lined up with their checkbooks in hand. Lee Tring tapped into his music industry connections, bringing in heavy hitters like Jimmy Iovine, the Beats by Dre mastermind. A $40 million Series A funding round followed, with names like Ray J, Sway Lee, Nigel Houston, and Pitbull throwing in their chips.
Dale.
With millions in fresh funding, FaZe went all in. A sprawling 33,000 square foot headquarters, new esports rosters in Valorant, Rocket League, Apex Legends, and even PUBG Mobile. High-profile celebrity signings in Bronny James, Snoop Dogg, Offset, Juju Smith-Schuster, and then the biggest leak yet, FaZe was going public. Through a merger with B. Riley Principal Group, they announced they'd be the first gaming org on the NASDAQ. From the outside, FaZe had arrived. The first esports org to hit the stock market, millions in funding, celebrity partnerships, mainstream crossovers, they had won. Or so it seemed. Behind the scenes, the executives were cashing in. While the brand expanded, the C-suite was quietly padding their pockets, approving lucrative bonuses and compensation packages stuffed with equity, voiding settlement agreements, operating without input from majority shareholders. They weren't focused on building FaZe's future. They were focused on extracting as much value as possible before the inevitable collapse. FaZe Clan's stock market debut seemed like an overwhelming success. The share price, which opened just above $10, skyrocketed to a peak of $23.37 by August 31st, an impressive surge in just under a month. Reality came crashing down when FaZe released its Q3 financial statements nearly a month later, and investors began to see through the smoke and mirrors. The report revealed a jaw-dropping $130 million operating loss. As soon as shareholders saw the financial mess FaZe had gotten itself into, panic set in. Investors, realizing the company was essentially bleeding itself dry, ran for the exits. The stock price didn't just dip, it collapsed, plummeting over 95% over the next few months, and eventually bottomed out at just 14 cents per share. This wasn't just a case of overvaluation, it was a complete loss of confidence. Once the reality of FaZe's mismanagement became clear, even potential investors wanted nothing to do with them. The company had gone from a promising stock market darling to a cautionary tale of financial recklessness, all within a few months.
Hey, I just wanted to say thank you all for joining us here today at the funeral service for FaZe Clan. They had a great run, one of the biggest orgs in all of esports, gaming in general, really. And now they're buried 6 feet under.
But when the stock was finally delisted and the last corporate stronghold collapsed, it didn't mark the end. It marked the moment that FaZe was up for grabs. And that's when the real threat appeared. The boardroom might have been empty, but the sharks were already moving in. Investors, holding companies, billionaires who saw FaZe as a lifeless asset waiting to be repurposed. Another esports org to buy, another brand to flip, another cash cow. The founders had seen this play before.
Dozens of people came in, to your point, got equity, they cashed out.
These people are all writing their own deals and the ones kind of behind the scenes making everything happen, right? They don't give a fuck about us at the end of the day. It's all about money for them.
They could roll over again, let someone else take control, and watch FaZe be rebuilt in someone else's image, or they could fight.
This FaZe is a movie. And I don't know how it ends yet, but it's a movie.
This wasn't going to be a passive fight. This wasn't some half-hearted attempt to regain control. This was war. And if FaZe's enemies had taught them anything, it was how to play dirty.
I feel like these overcomplicated it for a long time. I'm done being told no.
For years, suits had come in, stripped the company for parts, exploited the name, and milked the fans dry. Now, Banks was taking a page out of their own book. No politics, no negotiations, just absolute destruction.
If you don't with this vision, if you're not in line with this,
no negotiations, just absolute destruction.
If you don't with this vision, if you're not in line with this, see you at the top.
He wiped the entire slate clean. Dozens of members kicked, contracts torched, socials blanked, the logo, the brand, everything went silent for months. FaZe wasn't dying, it was shedding its skin.
We're turning the chapter and we're doing new shit.
This wasn't about nostalgia, this wasn't about fixing what was broken, this was about burning the whole damn thing down and rebuilding it from the ashes.
There's a lot of things that are gonna happen, a lot of changes that are coming.
For years, people said FaZe was over. They said it could never be what it once was. But the thing about FaZe, it doesn't die. It can't be bought.
No matter how much money you have, you can't buy what we created.
It's not a stock price, it's not a balance sheet, it's not a marketing play. It's an idea, a legacy, a culture. And no matter how many times you try to kill it, it always finds a way to crawl back out of the pit. When the reboot was finally announced, Banks pulled from the original playbook. The new roster wasn't rebuilt with A-list celebrities or recycled esports veterans. There was no overpriced signing spree or desperate attempt to buy relevance. Instead, they went back to their roots, picking up real grinders, the ones who actually wanted to be there. Black Boy Boy Max, Silky, Jason the Ween, Stable Ronaldo, and Lacey, a mix of names no one had ever even heard of before. Different backgrounds, different styles, different platforms. And at first, fans were skeptical. After years of watching their childhood heroes get swallowed by sponsorships, boardroom deals, and soulless branding, trust wasn't given. It had to be earned.
What the f is that sorry-ass new FaZe Clan lineup, man? Who the f are these people?
But then something changed. The streams continued to roll in, and month-long subathons blurred the line between entertainment and obsession. Viral clips dominated every algorithm. A content machine began running hotter, faster, and hungrier than anything FaZe had touched in years. With the numbers skyrocketing and a new fan base growing, suddenly it all felt real again. Not a marketing ploy, not a nostalgia trip, just a group of creators who actually loved this who weren't here for a paycheck, weren't here to coast off of the name, but were here to build something real.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the 50 C-Dog.
Jason, I got you a taco!
FaZe wasn't for sale anymore. They shut down the stores. They ripped the brand deals off of their streams. They walked away from millions on purpose. This wasn't about squeezing every dollar out of the brand. This was about earning respect again and creating the content that the fans actually wanted. The founders had been through the fire. They had trusted the wrong people. They had watched their creation be gutted from the inside out. And now they weren't just rebuilding FaZe, they were protecting it. Banks, Temper, Apex, they became the mentors they never had, the guides they so desperately needed when this journey first started. They reclaimed FaZe to answer the what-ifs, to see what could have been if the first domino hadn't fallen, smothering that spark nearly a decade ago.
I'm in this position where, I put my faith and trust in all the wrong people, it felt like, right?
Hey boys, how you guys doing? I know you guys have been struggling a little bit lately, but I want to say that I'm really proud of you.
I'm at this rock bottom moment in my career where I was pilled on the fact that, you're gonna lose all control over this company.
We're in now, it's full time, and I've hired almost 30 people to support you guys every single day.
The crossover and like the way the Venn diagram works with my dad and how much he loved this and his advice ringing through my head, trust yourself, trust your gut. There's gonna be people trying to take this from you. Telling me and Tommy before we moved to New York.
Before it even happened.
And you think it's your dad being a dad, like, dude, shut the up. Like, we know what we're doing. It's not that serious. It's not that deep. We play Call of Duty, like, calm down. I'll never be able to fully come to terms with the fact that, like, that's the note that my dad had to leave on, was seeing, like, me in that tough spot, because he saw it, you know what I'm saying? It's horrible. Like, it's something that I'll never fully be able to, like, make sense, you know what I mean? But it was his favorite thing that's ever been created, and that's kind of what I'm doing it for, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's what matters. The we're talking about right now, that is what matters. Like you said, it's what you leave behind. It's like, if I can help one kid accomplish that with his dad.
You want to say hi to my dad? Hey!
Papa, how are we?
Like, you know what I mean? Not to get, like, super, like, poetic or cliche about it, but, like, that is all I want. Like, that's all that I want for the rest of my life.
Your son is 20 out of 10. He is the best. He's one of the best people I've ever met my whole life. He did an amazing job.
That's great. Thank you. I love you.
I love you, man.
And I'll never not trust myself again. I'll never allow myself to get that close to somebody who doesn't give a about me or doesn't have the same vision, priorities, values as me. Ever again. I'll never allow it to happen. Ever again.
I love that. I love that so much. I like different kind of cake.
On the day that FaZe Clan uploaded their first video to YouTube, the world was a completely different place.
The real story behind FaZe collapse. First and foremost, if you're watching this, everything that you see is AI generated. I have no involvement with said former group, FaZe Clan. I don't really know anything about it. Don't know what's going to be said in this video. I will not speak about anything. And yeah, bro, I just really wanted to watch. It's all sorta AI.
On the day that FaZe Clan uploaded their first video to YouTube,
nobody here was there for that.
Today. I mean, Instagram didn't exist.
Wait, FaZe has been around since... Okay, how many pauses do you think I'm going to get, first of all? My guess is 13. FaZe has been around since 2010. I didn't even know that.
Craft hadn't officially released, and Drake was yet to drop his debut album.
Hey, what's up?
Wait, that's crazy.
For over 15 years, FaZe Clan has constantly sat at the top of the internet's food chain like some sort of unkillable giant.
FaZe Clan.
Classic.
But I guess the saying is true. The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
That same night, boom, cooked.
Over the course of just 72 hours, every member left the org.
I officially left FaZe Clan.
A 15-year
FaZe Clan ended. It's gone.
And down went Goliath.
Who is left in FaZe? Who's left? Like, not the COD teams, or like the teams. Like, who's left as a content creator? Mike. Wait, Mike is actually locked in a contract for life.
How does that happen?
I'm not sure, brother.
How do you kill the unkillable? Is it money?
Where's the money? Where is it?
Is it greed?
I don't really know what's going on.
How does the biggest org in the world get replaced by a talent agency?
I decided to leave DraftKings to launch Hearthstone.
When it comes to FaZe Clan, there's a lot that goes into it. I mean, you're talking about 15 years of problems building up until its final death. So before we really dive into the good stuff, we need to get everybody on the same page, at least on the important stuff. But don't worry, we're gonna speedrun it. Ready? On a macro level, you have two eras of FaZe.
Wait, this is a good video.
And there's new FaZe. When it comes to OG FaZe, there's 4 names that matter the most: Apex, Temper, Rain, and Banks.
Thank you guys for all the emotes in the chat, bro. Choo choo, the train is over. If you got piped, say me.
They're the founding fathers. They took FaZe from a clan tag in Call of Duty lobbies to one of the biggest names on the internet.
FaZe Clan.
FaZe Clan? FaZe Clan.
Together, they built one of the earliest blueprints for social media, pioneering things like content houses and paving the way for the next generation of creators.
True.
OG FaZe reached the heights that it did because of how genuine it was. When they first started this whole thing, being an influencer wasn't even a thing. And
true, this is true.
But as the internet changed, OG FaZe died alongside it. As social media became a business, a crippling domino effect started.
This guy got introduced by somebody that everyone really trusted.
The founders brought someone in to help them grow as an actual company.
Steph came in and immediately started divide and conquer.
That original CEO brought in more people.
Oh my god, I know some of these people. Listen, I'm not gonna say anything about any of these people. Let me tell you, there's a person in this that, oh my god. Actually, I low-key can speak on it because I didn't sign. This has nothing to do with anything recent. Listen, bro, there's someone who just stole like $8 million while I was part of it. Let me just say, man.
Investors until eventually it was too late.
I literally heard with my own ears, you know, people that got hired within a month or two saying we don't need the founders.
The founders were essentially stripped out of their own company, and the friendship that FaZe was built on was shattered because of it. The corporate leaders took FaZe public, and it started out hot.
I'll never forget the first time I joined FaZe. Look, you could see it.
Was shattered because of it. The corporate.
I got told to put on a $sign. Yeah. Oh my god. Bad times, bro. I should have known.
Took FaZe public, and it started out hot with a $1 billion valuation.
And
But within a year, the stock plummeted. The company was on the verge.
Everyone knew that shit was gonna happen.
And bankruptcy was right around the corner. While that sounds horrible, it was actually the best case scenario for FaZe. This was the brand's second chance. The company was run into the ground because the people running it didn't understand it. This rock bottom was the birth of new FaZe. To fix the problems behind the crash, a company called GameSquare acquired FaZe and put the people who knew it best back into leadership roles. The founders were backdriving
Because we're taking this back, and we're running it the up, and your boys got plans.
For the past 2 years, we've watched his FaZe Clan return.
Yo, this is like, I'm not gonna lie, this is actually gonna make me sad. I feel like watching this is like, this is gonna make me genuinely sad. I already know this is gonna make me sad, bro. Like,
its former glory, dominating the internet as a group.
Bro, that was the first time me, Adapt, Jason. I think it was me, Adapt, Jason, and who else? Was it Lacey? Who else, bro? We went to the 100 Thieves. Bro, this was Banks' idea, and it was actually funny as fuck. We went to the 100 Thieves compound, and we put a FaZe flag over it completely. We spray painted it completely uninvited, like they didn't even know, and it was funny as shit because Nadeshot was going against Banks.
Friends who really seemed to be having fun making content, or at least that's how it seemed. Because we've now, for the second time, seen FaZe Clan crash and burn. Except this time, I don't really think it's getting back up.
It's sad, bro. Cause this really did mean something to me, bro.
So how does that happen? How do you get a second chance, do everything right, and still end up here? Well, what I've come to realize is that the revival of FaZe didn't play out quite how it was marketed. And to best explain it, we've got to start back at the blank slate. Just a few FaZe didn't play out quite how it was marketed. And to best explain it, we've got to start back at the blank slate. Just a few months before the GameSquare acquisition.
This puppy is crashing harder than DB Cooper when he jumped out of that airplane. A 95.8% decrease. It is disastrous.
So early 2023, FaZe's stock is in a freefall. Mass layoffs are happening left and right, and all of the FaZe members are...
Okay, I could probably clear this up. First of all, I'll argue with anyone here. There's not a single org. When I'm talking org, there's not a single org that's profitable. There's none. It's impossible without running like a certain type of business. Orgs are not profitable. They're not profitable. None of them. Wrong? Tell me which one. Sidemen's not an org. Sidemen's a friend group that got turned into a business. I'm talking about org. I'm talking about an organization. G2, not profitable. They're not profitable. Optic, they're not profitable. Bro, you're never gonna, it's impossible, bro. You're not. Bat Cave, I don't know what that is. So maybe there's a couple. Maybe the AMP's not an organization. AMP's a friend group that got turned into a business. They're smart. Organization is, I'm talking about like NRG, Vitali, like all these things. Like they're not. 100 Thieves is no, not even close.
Trashing the leadership.
It's such a privilege to be in FaZe, right?
It's a mess. The board finally realizes it's over. They're bleeding money, they've got no plan to turn it around, and no investment bank wants to touch them. So they do the only thing left. They start shopping the company around. Basically looking for someone willing to make FaZe their problem.
I don't know how long it was until the GameSquare stuff started.
Who's your favorite OG? I don't know, to be honest.
But I think for the first time in a long time, us four founders kind of were talking, actively.
I love Apex, bro.
At that time, I actually remember even Banks posting a picture of us four saying up to something. And it was like us four outside of like a mirror. There was like an elevator.
Nothing's in stone yet. We're still figuring things out, but I pray and I hope that things do. And I just genuinely believe they are. Even if things go south, as long as we're unified and we're all on the same side, I think in the end of the day, we'll win. I just genuinely do. I don't know what it is. It's just something's telling me, my soul's telling me everything's going to work out. I believe it.
After we met as a group of four for all these months trying to figure out what to do next, decisions were made, things happened. And then Banks took the reins, and then it was kind of like just a Banks show at that point. And I'm not necessarily saying that in a good or bad way. I'm just saying that's what happened.
The founders got together and came up with a plan to take FaZe back. They worked together to write a term sheet and pitched it to the board. Ultimately, the board said no, and the conversation shifted to an offer from GameSquare.
2023, June 13th. That was when I was involved. I remember going to the warehouse. They had a meeting saying that GameSquare. Oh my God, I remember this.
And I blessed GameSquare coming in and buying it because Kenna came to me before there was any purchase made. And said the only way that we're going to do this is if you're the guy who's going to run it.
On paper, the deal looked simple enough. GameSquare would buy FaZe Clan for $14 million in an all-stock transaction. They'd bring the founders back, put them in leadership roles, and let them actually run the company. The board approved it, 3 founders signed it, 1 didn't.
Yeah, this is when Rain did it.
Now, building a business on social media is harder than most people think. I mean, growing a following is one thing, but
it's so crazy because I can't say anything. I cannot say anything. I literally, there's gonna be certain things I can't say, but there's a lot that I can't, bro, this is
actually making money from it is a totally different beast. That's where WAP comes in. WAP is an internet market designed to run every part of your online business.
Am I in an ad?
You can sell key check business, WAP at the link.
Back in.
So were you actively fighting against it, or were you just tapped out?
The new streamers, the new guys,
corporate coming back in.
The new streamers, bro. Rain and Adapt literally went to dinner with me and Clicks. Told me, I think I've told you guys this, right? Rain and Adapt went to dinner with me and Clicks and said, Ron and Clicks, leave NRG, join this. You're gonna go up. I said, yeah, I've been a fan of FaZe forever. Clicks didn't.
And FaZe being
corporate.
This is crazy.
We're coming back in 1,000,000% against the corporate shit. The new guys I was not against.
Once the acquisition was announced, the PR-loaded articles started rolling out. Apex, Temper, and Banks working together to revive the brand.
They gave us a chance to revive the brand again. Like 100,000%.
This is gonna be a movie, and I plan to make everybody who thought they caught a bag and caught a lick on your boy look like a
Yo!
Behind the scenes, GameSquare made a move that would change everything. They took FaZe Clan and split it in two. Esports and social media. For years, those ran under one roof. Now they were separate entities. Esports stayed under the original legal structure, but the content side, the streamers, the houses, the whole culture of FaZe, fell under a brand new company called FaZe Media. When does Matt Kalish come into the picture?
Literally, I don't know. They are both from Lowell, Massachusetts. They met somehow. They bonded over cryptocurrency. Next thing I know, he's investing $11 million into FaZe Media.
Days after the acquisition finalized, GameSquare sold 49% of FaZe Media to Matt Kalish, the co-founder of DraftKings, for $11 million.
That whole structure of how that went down, I was not informed. I was in the picture. if you go look at the picture of the article, I was standing in the picture. But did I know anything about that article or the detail that was happening? No, not at all.
By late April, the revival began rolling out.
This was a good time. I'm going to be honest with you. The revival of FaZe when we first came, I mean, bro, that shit was iconic. It was
wiped most of their roster clean, leaving just a handful of OGs. Then they announced the new roster, a group of streamers that weren't as well known online.
You can hate the new guys, as in us.
Richard, hey.
I don't care.
Let's have a chat. You dropped the roster, bud.
Bro, like, people like this, whoever the this guy is, right?
Chat. You dropped the roster. Richard, hey.
I don't care.
Let's have a chat. You dropped the roster, bud.
Bro, like, people like this, whoever this guy is, right? Bro, people were mad because they dropped people who stopped making content, stopped doing anything, stopped doing any type of content, and they wanted everyone to be trick shotting again. I'm gonna be honest, I don't care. No, bro, there's a good group of people that trick shot, and trick shotting is still cool, but this is not what it used to be.
I think you also dropped the ball.
The internet was quick to voice their opinions, but Banks had a vision, and
it's easy to hate. It's hard to love.
I can't apologize for doing what feels right. I can't apologize for wanting this to be fun again. I can't apologize for trying to do right by the brand. If it was the right decision to step away or get out of the way, I would do that in 2 seconds because I'm indebted to FaZe Clan. I've seen FaZe be mismanaged and abused and the life sucked out of it for so long that like all I want to do is I want to see the brand run and win and thrive because it deserves to.
He knew if you take a group of guys, throw them into an environment.
Classic. Holy nostalgia. Bro, I'm trying to tell you guys, desktop streams are, I don't care, bro. It's iconic. Bro, this is the most iconic moments of my career, bro. I'm dead ass. I love it, bro. I actually love it. I dead ass. I can't wait until this summer. I swear, chat, you can clip this. Remember this. Summertime, bro, I have to do late night streams again. Facts or no? Like right now during winter, end early, that's okay. Dude, late night streams in the summer, we gotta bring it back. We have to, bro. We dead ass have to. Bro, there's no point not to. It's the middle of the summer. Everyone's relaxing. Everyone's chilling, bro. Like, bro, we have to be doing this late at night. Like, I'm dead ass. We gotta do late nights. Games, podcasts, something, bro.
If you take a group of guys, throw them into an environment where everything is carefree.
Oh, man, bro. I don't know why I just laughed, because this just reminded me of when Adapt grabbed Diana's cheeks. I remember this. Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It just reminded me. This screenshot. Y'all don't remember that? Was this day one? Who are these girls, bro. Like, look at Lacy.
Let them have fun and capture it on camera. It works. It's the same strategy from the FaZe New York house. He was just trying to recreate that. With that $11 million from Matt Kalish, FaZe created the perfect environment. They rented an LA mansion, paid for content ideas, hired an entire support staff, removed any stress about money or bills, and just let the streamers make the best content possible. By the end of 2024, it had worked. The new FaZe roster had taken over the internet. Their clips flooded TikTok. Their streams became some of the biggest on the platform. They all set new peaks.
Did this guy just scroll my Reels tab? This is Mario. This is literally Mario's... This is literally Mario's text on everything. Mario, like...
TikTok. Their streams became some of the biggest on the platform. They all set new peaks, breaking viewership and subscriber records. At the Streamer Awards, FaZe Clan was named the best content org. Banks'
Okay, who was our real competition here? I think it was just AMP, I'm gonna be honest with you. You can hate me. I think it was AMP. AMP was our only competition. Maybe OTK. I'm just kidding.
Banks' vision was proven right.
You guys have heard the story a million times. I guess I can run it through.
You forgot Jason on the speech. I remember this.
Stolen from us, me and my boys. Shout out Tommy, Rain, Apex. Got it back. Did the only thing that there was to really do, which was wipe the slate clean, hit the reset button.
Is that is that Stable Ronaldo
clean,
wearing a rose gold 39mm Audemars Piguet skeleton AP? Wow.
Give the fresh start. People told us we were dumb. People told me I was ruining FaZe. People asked me, who the is Lacy? Who the is Black Boy Max? Stable Ronaldo? Who the
I'm not gonna lie. People knew me, but like they just knew me for just being annoying.
is Silky? I guess now they know. Damn!
They don't know Jason yet.
My worst year turned into my best. I ended up peaking at new levels that I never thought I could hit. You know, I met all my friends here that I like to call family.
Yo, what is this, a video of Stable Ronaldo? What is this?
This year has been crazy. Y'all changed my life, obviously.
We were just so happy, bro.
This is fire. This is fire. We going for more awards next year, for sure.
But as 2025 came into the picture, things started to shift. And to understand why, we need to talk about money. Specifically who owned what and who was left holding the bag. When GameSquare formed FaZe Media, it started as a textbook 51-49 split. GameSquare moved all of FaZe's IP, logos, and trademarks into this new entity and kept 51% control. Matt Kalish invested $11 million for the other 49%. That cash went straight into FaZe Media's bank account, funding the houses, the staff, the whole revival. Simple enough. But then in June 2024, a third player entered the game. Banks wanted his piece, so he took out a $9.5 million loan from Matt Kalish, then used it to buy out exactly half of GameSquare's stake, making him a 25.5% owner of the company.
Diamond hands by GameSquare. But if Banks has been involved in this process since day one and gave GameSquare the blessing to buy the entirety of FaZe Clan, as he has said, how the did he end up letting them sell an eighth of the business back to him for basically $10 million when they bought the entire thing for 14? Like, why give GameSquare your blessing to then turn around and buy an eighth of the company?
Well, I think the most obvious answer is the correct one here, where it wasn't planned and things just started happening and you took advantage of it as things popped up.
Here's the thing. Unlike Kalish's original $11 million, which went into building FaZe Media, Banks' $9.5 million didn't help the brand at all. So that money went straight to GameSquare's corporate balance sheet. GameSquare got paid, and they were willing to sell because they'd already gotten what they wanted. Listen to the CEO of GameSquare say it himself.
Really, there was two main assets, FaZe Esports and FaZe Media. The FaZe Media side of it was an asset that we helped clean up, but for us, in the public company environment, our focus was on FaZe Esports. Gives us real reach with audience. FaZe Esports is profitable, it's growing.
Who is this?
You know, FaZe Media is still in a bit of a rebuild, it's burning a bit of cash, so...
The media side, the streamers, the content, was just an add-on they were happy to offload. They got the esports teams they actually wanted, plus $9.5 million in cash for selling half of something they considered a bonus. But GameSquare got paid twice. In November of 2024, they entered into a $10 million convertible note transaction with Matt Kalish. To translate, Matt Kalish gave them another $10 million in cash to pay off some other random debt, and in return, he could either take shares in GameSquare itself or claim their remaining 25.5% stake in FaZe Media.
This is like so much. I'm not even kidding. This is overwhelming. This is anyone overwhelmed a little. I mean, bro, this is gonna be a part where I just have to watch. I literally just have to watch, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot.
1st, 2025, the deal closed. GameSquare's remaining equity was transferred to Matt Kalish, making him the single largest shareholder of FaZe Media with 75.5%
Yeah, that's
ownership.
true.
Founder of Draft.
Wait, should I check my app and see if I still have shares? I mean, probably it takes away when you leave, when you go against the contract. So, I mean, I understand. I'm just curious. I'm getting a phone call right now. Yes? I'm live right now.
Okay, I'll call you later.
All right. That's not my lawyer, you idiots. That's the guy from Mercedes helping me with my car. Oh, yeah, I lost my account.
Kings is Matt Kalish, who is on the board at FaZe.
So, to recap, GameSquare bought FaZe Clan for $14 million in stock.
True.
Then sold half of the company back to Banks and Kalish for $20 million in cash, and still got to keep the part of the company they actually wanted, the esports teams. Meanwhile, Matt Kalish had poured over $30 million into the revival of FaZe, and once he got majority ownership, he started trying to recoup that money. From day one, Banks and Kalish seemed closely aligned.
What's going on, buddy?
Matt, you're on vlog right now.
In August of 2024, Banks said on a podcast that Banks Group owned the majority of FaZe Media.
So FaZe Media is a company that we just set up a couple months back. Banks Group actually owns the majority of it now, 74.5%. I believe.
Not bad.
It is, finally.
And just days after Kalish received GameSquare's 25.5%, Banks tweeted out that he owned 100% of FaZe Media, which I'm pointing out.
Which is us, by the way.
Out because he's essentially framing the two of them as just one entity, almost like they're inseparable. By May 2025, conversations about restructuring FaZe started happening. At this point, money was flowing one way. FaZe funded talent, covering 6 figures per month in rent, content costs, staff, food, but wasn't seeing anything really come back.
How does the business of FaZe work now? Like, who owns FaZe?
Obviously, we don't own a crazy amount because we're not the ones who put up.
Can I even say how much of my contract? I mean, how much I did own? I don't even know.
Millions of dollars a month to do the house, $1 million for employees, for content, whatever.
It's not worth it. But I'll be honest with you. The one thing I can say is, like, I don't know. How do I word this? I mean, right now we're spending just our rent, and nothing's really changed. It's very interesting how it's multiple 6 figures before. I don't know.
Sponsorship deals with G Fuel and 4Loko worth millions, but millions go quick when you're bankrolling an entire content operation. Leadership started negotiating a revenue split with talent. Rumors online speculated 80-20. Talent keeps 80%, and FaZe takes 20% of everything. Twitch revenue, YouTube ad money, sponsorships, the whole works.
They were supposed to sign a contract where they would be giving up 20% of their income to join FaZe.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest.
Aiden, that's wrong. That was wrong.
You guys
I could
freaking
say
out
that.
about 20%.
That whole narrative got posted by like pages. That was literally just wrong. Everyone lied. Everyone lied. That was like that was literally nothing.
It's not crazy. 20%, that's like a market rate.
Initially, not much came from these early talks. FaZe kept paying rent, covering content costs. Meanwhile, the talent kept growing. Stream viewerships rising, subscriber counts climbing. The guys in FaZe were printing money as some of the biggest names on the internet, and FaZe was still paying most of their expenses.
I live in an $80,000 a month house with all of my best friends.
Yo, this house looks so clean here.
I get to wake up whenever I want. I get to go live whenever I want, and I get to do whatever I want for free. And then I get to make 100% of the money I make from it. Beautiful. How can I not sit here and be blessed?
Yeah, so
then on June 27th, something interesting
beautiful.
happened.
Beautiful.
A trademark was filed for a talent agency called Hearts.
That's why we signed. It was just so beautiful. That's what we were told.
It was filed by FaZe Media. By the end of the summer, 2 things happened. First, after a series of drama that Banks was constantly at the center of, the talent asked him to step down publicly from his role as CEO. Banks doesn't make content, and the backlash from his actions ultimately fell into the talent's chats. They were the ones left answering for it. So, he stepped down.
FaZe Banks stepped down as CEO of FaZe Clan.
Banks had just recently stepped down as CEO.
There's a lot of being handled in the back end that y'all just don't need to know about.
Second, after negotiations continued to escalate, one member decided to leave FaZe entirely.
Yes, I'm leaving FaZe. Like I just said, I can't fully go into depth why I'm leaving FaZe,
so crazy.
I am leaving.
Playboy Max said he wanted to build something that he actually owned and shared concerns over what control talent actually had.
And person who introduced me tells me, according to...
All right, like, I feel like I just gotta watch and just like enjoy the content. I'm dead ass. Like, I dead ass, like,
My assistant and my creative director at the time, who were sitting in on all calls, because they're on my team, tell me I have to fire my manager and get rid of him, or I can't be here.
If I had infinite money, would you buy FaZe? If FaZe were up for grabs and I won like $1 billion, I swear to God, I put this on everything, put it on Bibles, I put it on my dead relatives, everything. I would literally buy FaZe and just give it to everyone. I swear to God. I swear. But it'll probably never be for sale.
Because if FaZe can make the
Why
house...
lie? Bro, I'm not lying. I would literally give it back to us. Even if I had like, if I won the lottery, I would dead ass buy it and just give it to the guys. That's like my pay it forward. I swear. I swear. Not you guys. But honestly, if I was a billionaire, I wouldn't be a billionaire longer than a day because I'd give all my money away.
As the furniture and the staff appear, they can...
What did that message just say? Ask Mr. Beast to buy it and make it feast of FaZe. All right, yeah. Yugi, you are rich. Yo, Yugi, you're also this. Yo, Yugi, I saw a clip of you crying on TikTok, and now the search bar says Yugi makes Yugi cry. Like, yo, you just can't make it up, bro.
Also make it disappear. As negotiations continued, Hardscope was going. The agency started hiring employees, started to make a portfolio piece based on the success of FaZe Clan. By mid-November, logos were being finalized. Long-term FaZe employees were being transitioned to the new agency. It was becoming clear that Hardscope was the future of the business for Matt Kalish. Then he made it his full-time focus. Matt Kalish announced that he was stepping down from his role as the president of DraftKings, a company he co-founded 12 years ago and turned into a billion-dollar behemoth.
I decided to leave DraftKings and transition out to do this full-time to launch Hardscope, which is kind of the platform that FaZe operates on. You know, I felt like it was the right time for me to go all in on that, and I'm really excited to be doing it.
In his announcement post on LinkedIn, he teased what was coming next, a new platform focused on the creator economy. But he closed with something that, in hindsight, sounds a bit eerie. It reads, "While I am keeping the details close to the vest until mid-December, those who know me understand my DraftKings DNA runs deep. In everything we do, we always play to compete fiercely and win." The official launch of Hardscope happened at the Streamer Awards.
Welcome to the 5th annual Streamer Awards.
Oh man, what a night this was.
The same night that FaZe Clan hit a new high. The same night multiple FaZe members stapled their names into internet history. The same night FaZe was crowned the best content org for the 2nd year in a row.
2 years in a row. I just got chills, no troll. 2 years in a row, bro.
Streamer Award goes to FaZe Clan.
Most YouTubers have a ceiling, a limit to their reach. Even the biggest creators, millions of subscribers, sold out theaters, viral moments. They all exist within a defined space, a realm of possibility. But then there's speed. This isn't just influencer fame, this is something else. This is Michael Jackson in the 80s, Beatles in the 60s, the kind of hysteria that doesn't just trend online, it shuts down entire cities.
A YouTube star with 33 million followers has caused absolute chaos on the Gold Coast. Police had to stop traffic and block off streets, and the schoolies flocked to catch a glimpse of iShowSpeed.
Now, what if I told you that all of this, and I mean all of it, really started with just $1.79 and a random kid named Bradley? The date is March 26th, 2022, and this is Darren Watkins, a 17-year-old kid who's better known online as iShowSpeed. At this point, he's doing pretty well for himself. 6 million subscribers, a loyal fan base, and a reputation for being loud, unpredictable, and completely unfiltered. But in the next 10 seconds, Speed's trajectory is going to change forever. He just doesn't know it yet.
Bradley donated £1.79 through Super Chat. What soccer football team do you support?
Cristiano Ronaldo, Suey.
3 words, Cristiano Ronaldo, Suey. A simple answer, a throwaway moment. It was destiny. Following a 3-0 win over Bosnia, a stadium of Portugal fans.
Places, you know, I want to thank everybody.
Having
Most YouTubers have a ceiling.
Lately, the internet has been flooded with headlines like these. It seems like everyone is advised. So it seems to be 3 big theories about what's going on with Justin Bieber right now. Theory number 1, the Diddy connection.
Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy. I have been given custody of him.
The Diddy rumors are probably the most explosive. If you haven't slept under a rock, you've probably heard of the P. Diddy case.
Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
This video has been making rounds on the internet lately, with people analyzing every gesture, every word, looking for signs of something sinister. The theory goes something like this. Usher, who mentored Bieber, introduced him to Diddy's world, and Diddy is known for hosting, let's just say, not your regular kind of parties.
Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs.
Doing all types of crazy things just because we want to have a good time.
And Bieber was exposed to these things at 15 years old.
You know, where we hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose.
Theory 2, the money problems.
Justin Bieber just sold his music catalog for an estimated measly $200 million.
Despite selling his music catalog for over $200 million in 2023, the rumor is that Bieber is broke. Some are saying that his catalog was sold for way less than it was valued at, that he sold it out of desperation.
Why is Justin Bieber at such an early stage in his career selling off his catalog? And there were other people who were selling their catalogs, but they were all much older.
According to reports, Bieber owes his former manager Scooter Braun millions of dollars specifically for cancelled tour dates.
Justin Bieber says he is cancelling the rest of his world tour.
Because when you cancel a massive world tour, you're not just losing future income. You're potentially on the hook for production costs, venue bookings, and contractual obligations that were already set in motion. Then, of course, you have his spending habits. We're talking about someone who's reportedly dropped millions on everything from private jets to rare cars to real estate.
The tour managers were saying, you guys are spending too much money. Can she take a smaller jet? And we're told, she said, absolutely not. That's the jet that Kylie has, and I'm not taking a lesser jet.
Multiple properties, constant travel, the kind of lifestyle that can burn through even a 9-figure fortune faster than you'd think. And while Justin's dealing with these alleged financial pressures, his wife Hailey just became a billionaire. Her Rhode beauty brand reportedly landed a massive deal that puts her net worth well above his. Some theories suggest that this has completely shifted the power dynamics in the relationship, which leads me to theory number 3. The mental health crisis. And this is where things get really dark.
As you can see, this eye is not blinking.
There are different claims concerning his health. Ramsay Hunt syndrome, lithium treatment, Lyme disease. His recent Instagram post about transactional relationships have people convinced his marriage is falling apart.
You don't want to get all sexy with me?
Despite being open about his past substance abuse and his journey to sobriety, every photo where he looks tired becomes evidence of relapse.
I've abused my body in the past. And now I'm just in recovery process.
And this is important. We can't really know for sure what's true and what's not. But even if some of this is true, we're talking about someone who's clearly struggling.
Man, I think that there was times where I was really suicidal.
A 30-year-old who's been in the public eye for half his life, dealing with serious health issues and surrounded by constant speculation about his personal life.
You don't care about people. Only money. Only money.
As I kept reading all these articles about Justin Bieber, I was disappointed to learn that all of these news sit under one category: entertainment. Not music, not culture, just pure entertainment designed to feed our appetite for gossip and celebrity drama. And that's despicable. It's messed up that you have paparazzis that are hounding celebrities day and night.
Respect.
Intruding on their private lives, pushing them to exhaustion, and sometimes that you have paparazzis that are hounding celebrities day and night.
Respect.
Intruding on their private lives, pushing them to exhaustion, and sometimes into real mental health crisis. I can't help but feel like there's better ways to entertain yourself.
Amid a media frenzy, the 26-year-old pop star was brought by ambulance to a Los
Britney
Angeles
Spears was only 17 when she became a global phenomenon.
I'm so happy right now, oh my goodness.
And throughout her whole life, the pressure on her was relentless. Constant media scrutiny, invasive paparazzis with questions without any respect for privacy.
I'm just wondering how you feel about all the constant speculation about your virginity and whether you are a virgin or not.
I really wish I would have never said anything.
By 2007, she was 25 and cracking under the weight of it all.
Brittany, it's true about the hijab? It's true about the hijab, Brittany?
The head shaving incident, that wasn't just some random breakdown. It was someone desperately trying to reclaim control over her own body and her own image. This is the famous archive video from February 21st, 2007.
How are you doing? You doing okay? I'm concerned about you, though. Okay?
When Britney, fed up with the paparazzi, grabbed an umbrella and hit one of the cameramen in his car. The media, of course, framed it as Britney going insane, when in reality, she was simply exhausted from being treated like public property.
Come on, this is your exercise. Jogging, jogging.
The crazy conservatorship that followed lasted 13 years, longer than her entire career before fame.
Father of Britney Spears has been formally suspended as the conservator of her estate, which he's managed for the last 13 years.
Her father was in control of her finances, her career, even her reproductive choices, all justified by the idea that she was unstable. A narrative largely built on the same kind of rabid media speculation as we're seeing around Bieber today.
Ever since we were kids, we've always wanted to dance or keep the time to the music. And that's part of us.
Michael Jackson was performing professionally at just 5 years old. By adulthood, he was isolated, paranoid, and struggling with addiction. The same media that celebrated his talent spent decades dissecting his personal life, his appearances, and his relationships.
As he left, a photographer who was not part of the Jackson entourage attempted to take his picture, and a heated argument ensued.
It kind of sounds familiar. Macaulay Culkin was the biggest child star of the 90s.
Just was fun.
Home Alone made him a household name, but by his 20s, he was estranged from his parents, struggling with substance abuse, and largely withdrew from public life for over a decade.
When I first got a call from my manager to audition for the part, she asked if I could do an English accent.
Lindsay Lohan, who went from being a Disney darling to TMZ headlines with multiple arrests, rehab stints, and a career that never quite recovered from the constant scrutiny. The pattern is always the same.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Yeah, no, I know
well.
that, but how are you handling all this? Because it is really, I mean, the footage that you see of these people going nuts.
The 2024 study on child actors have noted that many former child actors report feelings of emptiness and loss of purpose as they struggle to find a place in the world beyond. Being in the public eye can make it difficult to trust others or develop genuine connections.
There's a lot of people, I think, that think that fame is this achievement that brings you fulfillment and happiness, and the truth is, there's this weight and this heaviness on you to achieve and to be something. People have these expectations of you. It's just a lot.
Like most people watching this are way above 13 years old. And think back when you were 13. If you had millions of people watching your every move, of course you'd struggle.
No one's ever grown up in the history of humanity like Justin Bieber. No one's ever been that famous worldwide in an era of social media, where every year of your adolescence, you were the most Googled person on the planet.
Experts say this kind of pressure literally rewires a developing brain.
When someone is 13 or 14 years old, we know that the brain is not yet ready to handle all the rigor that comes with being an entertainer, let alone somebody who's quite as famous as Justin.
Dr. Donna Rockwell, a child psychologist who's worked with former child stars, put it this way. For even the most grounded of people, getting swept up into the spotlight of fame is very difficult to withstand. But for a child, it's 10 times more difficult.
I had no idea that this life would take me by storm. I had no idea that I would just get sucked up by all of this stuff.
And it's not just the fame, it's the whole system around it. The managers who see dollar signs instead of children. The parents who live vicariously through their kids' success. The fans who feel entitled to every detail of their lives. And the media that profits from their struggles.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they loved me and, just turn their back on you in a second.
He was discovered at 13, global superstar by 16, substance abuse.
I was waking up in the morning and the first thing I was doing is popping pills and smoking a blunt.
And DUI by 19.
Last week, the singer was arrested in Miami for allegedly drag racing, driving under the influence, and resisting arrest, all misdemeanors.
But here's what makes it worse. We know this pattern exists, and yet we keep feeding it anyway. Here's what we can be quite certain about. He was diagnosed with Lyme disease in 2020.
Lyme disease is the fastest growing bacterial infection in the United States.
In 2022, he developed Ramsay-Hunt syndrome, which caused facial paralysis and forced him to cancel tour dates. These are serious, real medical conditions, all true.
I decided to stop because I felt like I was dying.
And we all know that he's been open about his past struggles with substance abuse.
My security and stuff were coming into the room at night to check my pulse. People don't know how serious it got. It was legit crazy scary.
He did sell his music catalog for in excess of $200 million in 2023. Everything else, the Diddy allegations, the financial ruin, the marriage troubles, is all speculation, rumors, gossip. But just like we explored in the Eminem video, this is what happens when celebrity worship goes too far. And here's the uncomfortable truth. It doesn't matter if some of these rumors are true, because by obsessing over them, by treating Justin Bieber's like he's a puzzle to be solved or a story to be consumed, maybe we are part of the problem. We're feeding the same machine that's been chewing up young stars for decades.
It's like they don't give me permission to be upset. There's so many people every day who are in a conversation with their girl or their wife or their mom and they break down, but they don't have cameras capturing it, so people are like, is he okay? He's having a mental breakdown, and I'm just emotional.
So is Justin Bieber the next Britney Spears or the next Michael Jackson? One part of me feels like we should just leave the kid alone. I mean, who cares what's happening to former teenage pop stars? But on the other hand, maybe we should care. And maybe a lot. That is why I made this video. And hear me out. These superstars shape our culture and influence young people. If kids are being fed to a system that profits from their breakdown, maybe that's something we need to expose. Not for the clicks, but to protect the next generation. Because if we keep ignoring this, if we dismiss the struggles as just the price of fame, are we essentially saying that it's okay to sacrifice children as long as we get our music?
Billie Eilish!
Recently, Billie Eilish became a global superstar overnight. And when Justin was asked about it, it seemed like he genuinely cared and didn't want her to go through the same struggles he went through.
Yeah, I definitely feel protective of her. It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn. And so I just kind of, let her do her thing. And if she ever needs me, I'm going to be here for her. But
then something strange happened. Just when the world was ready to write Justin Bieber off, he did something nobody expected. The second half of 2025 became the weirdest, yet most exciting chapter in Justin Bieber's career.
Justin Bieber just shocked fans with a surprise album drop.
Swag is the pop star's first studio album in 4 years. It is packed with 21 tracks, and it features guest appearances from a ton of artists.
Even though it was the first Bieber album not to debut at #1, nobody cared. Swag still had the most streamed debut of his entire career. In Swag, Justin Bieber dared to experiment. On tracks featuring artists like Dejan and Mickey, Bieber leaned into a more introspective genre-blurring sound. He even included spoken word skits with comedian Drewski called therapy sessions.
I have had to go through a lot of my struggles as a human, as all of us do, really publicly.
He took the darkest parts of his story and turned them into something strange, something creative, something beautiful.
Instead of a line, it's just 3 dots, but I can connect them.
Then on July 10th, he launched Skylark, his own fashion line. And it wasn't just merch, it came with a vision. Bright colors, bold silhouettes, some genuinely cool pieces. And Skylark took off fast, reportedly pulling in millions just within a few months. It wasn't just a side hustle, it was a strategy, a way to maybe diversify his income, so he didn't have to rely solely on music anymore. A strategy that could make him afford to make music that's not chasing trends. And I'm excited for him, because at the end of the day, we have to remember, Justin Bieber is a really, really talented dude. He truly isn't what you would call an industry plant. He didn't get to where he's at because his parents are wealthy. He got there because he's actually talented. And at the end of 2025, he even began live streaming from his studio on Twitch.
Just like Elmo. The way I like, yo, whoop, 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 whoop.
Sharing his creative process in real time. No filters, no hype, no marketing team. Just raw, honest, and surprisingly intimate.
Cry on my shoulder whenever you need it.
So in the end, Justin Bieber didn't just survive the pressure cooker of Hollywood. He came back on his own terms.
A sneak preview.
After years of addiction, media frenzy, paparazzi pressure, and burnout, he found a way to be himself again. And on the way, I think he exposed the system that built him up and destroyed him. And as we can see today, somehow he's been able to make art out of it.
He came out on the other side of some really dark times, and that's why people are drawn to him, because he has a story to tell.
It's probably not the cleanest, most polished comeback of 2025, but I believe it's the most human. Because to me, this wasn't that much about music. It was about survival, reinvention, and most importantly, it was about freedom. Freedom from the system. And I think Justin Bieber has earned that. If you enjoyed this video and want to support what we're trying to build over here, I'm only going to ask you for one thing, and it's this. Click this video. It's a video we made recently, and we put a lot of energy into it, but we feel like it hasn't
$1 million empire that he's built in just 12 months.
Too much makeup? Why are their lips salmon? I could ask you why your lips the same color as your face. Completely. Whoa, this isn't even... Whoa, this doesn't even have to do with BTS at this point. They just getting on Koreans. What the fuck? Oh my god. What are you talking about? What does that have to do with what you said? You said they're relatively ugly. These shows were canceled for just dissing BTS on air. Bro, some people have said, yo, you should get into BTS. I've heard some BTS. I actually had a friend who was obsessed with BTS. And I was like, oh, not bad. Some of their songs are for me. Some of them are not. Some of them are pretty dope. But regardless, BTS bands, majority are obviously can be different. I understand that at least. Remember, still relatively new to it. But I do know that the fan base, they don't mess around, bro. And so the biggest thing here is that they completely canceled shows. Are we for real? Let's see this together. What is happening?
In
January 2019, the Greek television program FTHT discussed a list featuring Korean idols who ranked in the 100 most handsome faces of 2018. Looking at the photos of BTS's Jungkook and V topping the list, the main host Katarina Kinoru, along with her guests, made dismissive and rude personal remarks about the two BTS members.
Oh my God, what did she say? Tell me your opinion. I think that he has amazing face care. I think his eyebrows look great. He look like a chill-eyed dude, handsome-ass dude. That's it.
That's true.
Clean ass face.
Ναι, για μένα είναι γυναίκα αυτό που βλέπω. Δεν.
Ναι, αλλά τον ψήφισαν τον νεότερο άντρα, πεντάδα.
Δεν βλέπουν καλά μάλλον, δεν ξέρω.
Probably they have bad sight.
Μήπως τον έχουν τριμάρει πολύ.
Too much makeup.
Τι γίνεται δηλαδή σε παιδιά. Εντάξει, παιδιά, δεν μπορώ να πιστέψω ότι υπάρχουν γυναίκες που τον ψηφίζουν στο νούμερο 5 αυτό. Δεν ξέρω πώς. Ελάτε λίγο.
Okay, that's probably because they've never been to Asian countries. Like if you've been to Japan, a lot of them can have clean faces because they obsess over wearing sunscreen. They be having umbrellas in the sun. They be doing all these things to really care for their health. This is also why, like, a lot of them, and I know it's different for Koreans, right? It's a little different between them, but still, obviously, Korean diets are a lot healthier, in my opinion, from like US diets or potentially Russian diets, in my personal opinion. But the reality is simple. They take care of their face, their skin a lot more than some people probably should start doing, especially. Like, they care a ton, especially when you're at this level of fame as well. Like, you want to care even more. You probably have more money to care even more, to be able to just do even more expensive face care. I'm not saying like plastic surgery. They genuinely just have that natural care for their face and skin.
Λίγο. Αλλά είναι θεός, το ξέρω, κούκλος, πολύ ωραία φωνή, ωραίο στυλ.
He's a great actor. Yeah.
Απορώ ποιος είναι το 2 και το 1. Λοιπόν, εγώ θα σας πω γιατί έχω φάει κόρημα με το 2. Τζέον Γιανκούκ. Είναι ο τραγουδιστής που θα δούμε τώρα. Όχι, πείτε μου τώρα. Είναι
φίλος με τον προηγούμενο και
αυτός είναι το ίδιο με το 4 και το 12.
Είναι παρεάκι αυτοί μαζί, να ξέρεις.
Ψηφίζουν πολύ από την Νότιο-Κορέα.
Why are their lips salmon? I could ask you why your lips the same color as your face. Completely. I know. Yo, this frame I just paused on. Editor, go ahead and zoom right into this. Right here. Zoom right into this, editor. Wow. Wow. Wrong question, bro.
Μένα, για να βγει νούμερο 2, μάλλον. Για να βγει νούμερο 2.
Τα έπαθε και ο 4 και ο 12 και μετά το πήρε και ο 2.
Γιατί δεν όπως γίνει ο 1. Ναι, είναι τραγουδιστής. Είναι τραγουδιστής. Το έψαξα για αυτόν γιατί μου έκανε φοβερή εντύπωση που είναι στο 2. Γι' αυτό κόλλησα.
Lord.
Είναι ωραίοι. Ναι, αυτή είναι αντικειμενικά άσχημη.
Whoa, this doesn't even have to do with BTS at this point. They just getting on Koreans. Whoa.
Είναι ωραίοι. Ναι, αυτή είναι αντικειμενικά άσχημη.
Whoa, this doesn't even have to do with BTS at this point. They just getting on Koreans. What the fuck? Koreans are just relatively ugly?
Their comments quickly sparked outrage among armies worldwide. Many accused the show of exhibiting signs of racism, xenophobia, and prejudice, particularly in their remarks about beauty standards and gender norms. The backlash was swift, with armies flooding social media to demand accountability from the hosts. In response, Katarina issued an apology through a series of Instagram stories. She claimed she was being bombarded with terrible and threatening messages and announced that the show planned to highlight BTS's artistic achievements in a tribute segment. True to her statement, FTHT later aired a special segment dedicated to BTS, showcasing their global impact and accomplishments as a K-pop group.
Από εκεί και πέρα, λοιπόν, εγώ δεν ήξερα ούτε η ομάδα μου, να το πούμε, εντάξει, κανείς, δηλαδή, δεν γνωρίζαμε ούτε την απήχησή τους, ούτε είναι τραγουδιστές, ούτε την καλλιτεχνική τους υπόσταση. Βλέποντάς τους, η οποία είναι πολύ σημαντική, είναι τεράστια, βλέποντάς τους, λοιπόν, στις φωτογραφίες, χωρίς κανένα ρατσισμό, δηλαδή αυτό, χωρίς κανένα ομοφοβικό σχόλιο, είπαμε ότι...
Why does it sound like a mix of Spanish and Russian? Am I tripping? I swear they're Russian, right?
Έτσι όπως είπα ότι δεν μου αρέσουν σαν αντρικά πρότυπα, γιατί είναι ο λιγότερος αδέρφος του πλανήτη. Τι φανατισμός, πόση κακία, πόσο φθόνος, πόσο μίσος. Δεν έχω κάνει τίποτα σε κανέναν.
I've done nothing to anyone.
Όπως και εγώ στους Κορεάτες δεν αρέσω εξωτερικά και λογικό είναι να είμαι για σας άσχημη.
Makes sense that I look ugly to you.
Ακόμα κυριότερη Ελληνίδα, γιατί έχουμε διαφορετικά πρότυπο ομορφιάς και ιδανικά, έτσι και για μένα ένας άντρας Κορεάτης δεν μου άρεσε.
I personally didn't like Korean men. Brother. Oh my God. What are you talking about? What does that have to do with what you said? You said they're relatively ugly. And even if it wasn't relatively, you're just saying they're ugly. Like, bro, wake up. If you're not interested in them, that's one thing. But to call them ugly in your opinion, even if it's an opinion, right? Yeah. It's still like, why? Every human being got something for another, right? So like, if you don't like Korean men, someone else will. Even then, why ugly? Why? Right?
Yeah, you can't just
like,
call one race as a whole ugly. That's very unfair. Like, obviously, people have their preferences, their types and stuff, but they're not all just, you know? Chat.
oh, I wouldn't, obviously I am married, but like, if it was like, oh, I wouldn't choose a Korean woman, therefore they're ugly? What? That is the stupidest thing I've
arguing that it downplayed her earlier actions by framing them as mere humoristic comments. But then, in the following year, another controversy erupted on Polish television for the same reason.
Yo, come on, bro, not again.
The morning show Dzień Dobry faced a massive backlash after making disparaging comments about BTS topping the list of the 100 most handsome faces of 20. After making disparaging comments about BTS topping the list of the 100 most handsome faces of 2019.
Why?
100 najprzystojniejszych mężczyzn na świecie. I jeżeli spodziewają się Państwo na czele stawki na przykład Brada Pitta czy George'a Clooney'a, to może Państwa czekać spora niespodzianka.
Czyżby to było już passé i Brad i George?
Najwyraźniej.
Czyżby czas tak szybko leciał? No właśnie, ranking jest globalny i dotyczy mężczyzn na całym świecie. Chociaż te niespodzianki mogą być, bo najprzystojniejszym mężczyzną świata jest...
Jungkook. Nawet właśnie, nic nam to nazwisko nie mówi. Twarz, powiedziałabym, no niespecjalnie bardzo męska, prawda? Zgodzisz się z tym, Andrzej?
Chłopięca zdecydowanie niemal dziecięca, taki mały książę troszkę. Może to o to chodzi. I mnóstwo kolczyków.
A może chodzi o ilość głosujących po prostu, właśnie akurat z tego rejonu świata.
Okay.
Tak
albo oczy, zobacz, oczy, czy te oczy mogą kłamać? Bo grzywka na pewno nie robi go najprzystojniejszym człowiekiem.
Tym bardziej, że buty zakładam się farbowane.
During the segment, a reporter from the show went into the streets to ask random Polish citizens for their opinions on Jungkook's looks, attempting to compare beauty standards. However, instead of showing a picture of Jungkook, the image displayed was of J-Hope, leading to even more confusion and frustration.
Najbardziej przystojna męska twarz świata.
Serious?
Are you sure about that?
Na całej ziemi?
Najprzystojniejszy, najpiękniejszy. Czy ten kolczyk?
Kolczyk, tak, kolczyk. W uchu noszą kolczyki i tak. Krowa też ma kolczyk moja, także...
Najprzystojniejszy mężczyzna na całej ziemi.
Facet to musi być facet, a kobieta kobieta. A tutaj nie wiadomo jak to jest.
Zniewiściały, nie wiem, mało lat.
Once the segment aired, Polish armies took to social media using the hashtag #JenDobryTVNIsOverParty to call out the show and express their disgust at the host's remarks. Despite the backlash, host Anna Kalczynska-Maciejowska refused to issue an apology.
No.
Instead, she defended her comments, stating that she personally didn't find Jungkook's appearance masculine, which only fueled more outrage from the fan base.
But at the end of the day, he won. Shut your ass up. Your opinion doesn't... If the opinion mattered at that point, then what?
This is Brez Scales' $12 million empire that he's built in just 12 months. But it all started on September 22nd of 2024. 19-year-old Bergen
I don't want to go.
Resnick, known online as Brez, was driving home from a car meet. Earlier that day, he had just picked up a frost white BMW M3 competition.
So bro. No.
What'd you get?
It's a BMW M3.
But then something terrible happened.
We got fucking rear-ended, bro, leaving the car meet. The damage isn't too bad on the car, but shit, bro, it's devastating. I mean, this dude's car is cooked. His shit's total. Gas spilling everywhere, bro. God damn. Shit happens for a reason too.
It's almost as if he knew that this single event would lead to him taking over the internet and building a business that makes $1 million a month off of his brand. Now, I've spent over 100 hours watching all of Brez's videos and dissecting his business, and also watching all these strategy breakdowns, but nobody seems to actually understand the strategy that he's using to make this money. The reason I know what I'm talking about is because I've actually done this myself, building a $2.1 million a year brand empire before turning 18 years old. Chapter 1. Who is Bergen Resnick? Well, he was your average teenager from Wisconsin, not from the Fiji Islands here, and he comes from a middle-class family, not the grandson to some billionaire. When the world shut down, he did what any reasonable kid would do and decided to try and go pro playing Fortnite. Well, he never reached the big leagues. This is where he was first exposed to making money online. Instead of making money from tournaments, he'd bet on himself in what's called a wager match against other players that he could beat them in a custom mode. Collecting these small wins anywhere from $1 all the way up to $25, he made his first few thousand online. And it might have seemed to his friends and family that he was just cooped up in his room playing video games for 14 hours a day, but this is where his hunger to actually escape the Matrix grew. And again, the reason that I know this is because I played those exact same matches, making me my first few thousand as well. That same hunger I spoke about led to him quitting video games and trying other ways to make money online. He tried NFTs and made a few thousand, but then soon lost it all. This is when he saw people like Jordan Welch and Nathan Nazareth making money online and decided to try dropshipping. He sold lighters, gym bracelets, and shiesty masks. Even if he made money, he was barely profiting anything because his supplier was overcharging. That same supplier eventually scammed him, and it led to him quitting entirely. However, this incident taught him Facebook ads, which is a skill that would go on to make him tens of millions. As you can see by his chrome hearts and other designer clothing, Brez has always had a passion for fashion.
So we're gonna drive to the store, and I'm probably gonna buy some Chrome Heart jeans. This is a random side quest. Like I said, I filmed an outro for this video earlier in the day and was gonna end it there, but I figured why not pick up the camera and show you guys this, because I've been wanting Chrome Heart jeans for the longest time but haven't been able to find a pair. Back to the jeans. Oh my gosh, my first ever pair of Chrome jeans, bro. First ever pair of Chrome jeans. I might have to beat my shit in these. Anyways,
he decided to start his own brand, which he would call Trader. People loved his design, and because of his skill running ads, they were also converting into customers. Even though he was off to a hot start, he still needed a supplier to ship the clothing to his customers, so he decided to get a job at a local golf course called Turtleback. But there was a massive issue. Even though he had all the clothes shipped out, as you can see in this image, this new supplier scammed him out of $60,000, which would lead to him going out of business. The external pressure to be traditionally successful finally got to him, and he enrolled into college, which he wasn't taking seriously at all. He realized that he didn't have the skill or the care to manage suppliers, product, and all the boring stuff involved with running an e-commerce business. Instead, he took the thing he was good at, which was running ads, and decided to offer it to the industry that he knew the best, which was the clothing industry, because he had just run a business there. When he reached out to his network of clothing brand owners and offered to run their ads and only take a percentage of what they profit, they said yes, and this business was his first successful endeavor and led to him profiting $10,000 to $15,000 and dropping out of college in just 2 months. Over the next year, him and his business partner Mason Ashby, who was in a similar situation, went on to make $100,000 a month, taking a percentage of the clothing brands whose ads they were running. On February 25th of 2024, Brez moved across the country to Arizona to live in a penthouse with all of his boys. This is when he posted his first YouTube video showcasing his luxury lifestyle, because he had decided that he was going to teach others how to make money the exact same way that he did. This is because he had seen the rise of all those dropshipping YouTubers he used to watch, and guys like Andrew Tate and Iman Gadzhi, and knew that selling information was the most profitable and most scalable business model to start in 2020.